It kind of looked like him. Not like character-wise, but the clothing.
Didn't they make a movie off of it?
They did once. They didn't make any of the books.
Wasn't it like Sorcerer's Apprentice or something?
No.
No, not that one.
They didn't make a movie of that. But Desmond's Files.
Alright.
I have like his outfit. I have like Desmond's outfit from Desmond's Files.
So, been a journey of a few months.
Months?
Yes.
Dang.
As you travel across the land, pretty much from one edge of the continent, one corner of the continent to the opposite
Are we
corner.
on horses?
For the most part, caravans can't go on horseback. Because you can't have enough horses for everyone.
True.
They go with wagons.
Yes. Which means you're pretty much walking speed.
35.
Or carriages, which are a little bit, like, half as fast.
After some time, you see off in the distance, off to your right, a great chapel rising high.
Oh, lovely.
You know a bit about geography, and you know that is the Dragonbone Cathedral, which means you're getting close to the Aracelian Empire and to Asteria. And the ruins just kind of build upon themselves, as the Aracelian Empire was built upon ruins
Okay.
of the past. No one knows exactly where the ruins came from, though.
Okay, so how close are we to the city when we see the Bone Chapel?
A few weeks off.
Okay. Is there anything we need to stop here for?
So, Bone Chapel. What room are we following? What room are we following?
What room or what route?
Rumor.
Oh, what rumor? For the most part, you would have been sent to
Make peace.
negotiate peace between the Aracelian Empire and the lands of Veramor.
Are these as religious as you are, more or less?
Probably less. We're pretty fucking religious. Drives me up the wall.
The Aracelian Empire is fairly religious, but they only believe in about half the gods that you do. Worship of the other half is banned.
Dang.
I don't worship any of the bastards.
So it's kind of
Agreed.
like the Empire in Skyrim. It's like, no, you can't worship that god. All the other ones are fine, but you can't worship that one.
Just Talos.
Yeah. Which doesn't make sense, because Talos was an emperor of Cyrodiil,
Yeah.
who achieved Kingdom. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, he's like one of the 4 people to achieve Kingdom. Anyway, eventually you do get to the outskirts of the Aracelian Empire, the smaller towns and cities. You see the Stormbreak Mountains rising to your left, and you spy the city of Asteria in front of you, near the base of a singular mountain.
Mountain like Appalachian Mountains or mountain like Rocky Mountain Mountains?
The Stormbreak Mountains are more like the Rockies. The mountain that stands next to Asteria is more like one of the Appalachians,
Okay, so not
and
that
is
bad.
right directly on the coast. No one knows why it's there, but it is. They use it as a lighthouse. Really big lighthouse.
That's awesome. So we go into the city. First thing I'm gonna do is probably go to a tavern just to get a room for the night.
Okay.
And alcohol.
So has your niece said anything about me yet?
No, my uncle has.
Postio's taking interest in you, then you're in trouble. We should probably say now that Andrew is the nephew of royalty.
I'm just a random person who's gotten demonic powers.
Well, you were a random person until you got friggin' body swapped.
Uh-huh. And then accidentally completed a demon ritual.
Yeah, we're doing a one-shot because not enough people showed up tonight.
Who was that?
Ammon.
Evan! Get your butt over here!
The dragon moved! It's on quality check now.
Ooh. Okay.
Sorry.
But yes, all subsidies are covered, as this is a diplomatic trip
We get to spend as much as we want?
within reason.
Dude!
I don't know why you're still surprised by this.
To be fair, you
This is
have a
happening.
reasonable amount of money accessible as well.
I know, but still! I always like when I don't have to pay anything.
There's not exactly a heavy tax in your empire. That's more of a Arcelian empire sort of thing.
Thank
so
God
we
for
need
that.
to... We're
It's
probably
like
following...
10% of all things.
Is the root... The rumor he's following that there's a cult of some sort near here?
More or less. That there is
Probably why I
a
signed up for
cult
this
centered
mission.
in Asteria.
That's probably why I signed up for this mission, to be honest.
Alright. And
And plus extra bodyguards for your fancy fellows. Never a bad thing. They certainly didn't protest at the place as long as it hit. So,
Yeah.
and the following evening you are scheduled to meet with the Lord Generals of the city. As well as
So don't get too drunk.
Please.
it's tomorrow evening.
I can just make myself resistant to poison, remember? I can drink all I want. I'm in fact doing that.
As well as Queen Aola.
My constitution's 20. I can drink like freaking as much as I
I
want.
can get resistance to poison through Dark One's blessing. Fingers resistance. So I'm gonna set that to poison.
So I'm gonna... Since we're here and we just have all night...
And the council. I forgot about the council. It's basically a parliamentary monarchy.
So since we have all night... And what time are we getting here? Like 5, 6?
It's a little bit later in the evening. The sun has been
Oh dang.
beginning to reach towards the horizon. So it's, based on the time of year, yeah, it's probably around 5 p.m. It's a little
This
bit
isn't
later in
gonna
the
work.
year. I really hope everyone can see what you're doing right now. Yep.
My brain cells went from 1,000 to 0 in like 5 seconds.
It's like, what? Oh.
Like all men do.
Yep. So yes,
What is it?
Is that Ammon?
You could join in like 10 minutes. You'll have to make a character, but you have D&D Beyond, so that won't take long.
Ammon. Ammon.
15.
Ammon. I'm that one annoying kid.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I believe Warlock and Fighter.
So you can practically be whatever the hell you want.
Okay,
He's being a barbarian?
that's what he said.
I will note.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you.
So I'll note right now, I have Witch Sight, which means I speak through all illusions and transmutation effects to the true form of people within 30 feet of me.
So
Alright.
if we want to find a cult, the best way to find cults is probably to figure out where they meet outside of cult.
I'm betting there's some kind of stupid ass cave system under the sewers, through the muck, like it always is.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but they'd still go to a tavern to hang out when they're not doing that.
Probably.
So, is there anybody here who looks like they're in a group of people who's just having a fond old time?
There is one group that looks like they're having a good time. Upon closer inspection, they do appear to be soldiers.
Because they're soldiers, I'm gonna get a round of, like, stronger drinks and bring them over. Because it never hurts to be friends with the soldiers of
Yeah.
the city.
Of course,
And the Arcelian Empire has the strongest military of the three empires.
So I'm gonna walk over with the drinks and just set them on the table and be like, "Hey, I'm just coming into this city, and I saw a great, lovely group of people, and I knew they needed some alcohol."
Well, anyone who gives free drinks is welcome to drink with us. Of course.
I'll walk a little bit behind him and it's like, did I hear free drinks? And sit down next to him.
I'd have to ask him.
Sure. And this is the lovely lady for you all for the evening. Just because I like to poke and tease.
He's quite the charmer. Terrible in bed, though, sadly.
Like you would know.
Just scries on you.
Scratch on me while I'm in bed.
Well, we have slept together numerous times.
Voyeur much?
Remember that one time you brought that witch in?
Oh, that was fun. Not going to do anything. Okay. I'd probably get a game of cards going,
Okay,
to be honest.
I'll play.
Most soldiers will play cards.
Oh, I'm not touching those things. No, sir.
Not after last time.
And the time before that, and the time before that. You know how my luck runs with those things.
And when you're playing with me.
I'll just be drinking and looking around.
Okay.
I'm purposely drawing attention to this group.
Doesn't...
Which kind of shields you.
You don't notice anything
Because
in the
there's a
ordinary.
loud group in the middle, and you're kind of like being kind of quiet, so everyone's focused there, so they're not focusing on you.
I just look like some... Honestly, from the back, it's hard to tell. I would probably look like some elf. But from the front, it's pretty obvious that I'm human-ish.
You are very obvious, Elf.
Yeah, duh.
Painfully obvious.
Hazel eyes,
I look-
dark brown
So,
hair, tan skin.
As you're playing cards, one of them looks at you and says, "I don't see many of your sort around here. What brings you to the Empire?"
We're actually here with a embassy from the other kingdom. But to be honest with you, they're just a bunch of...
Stuck-up snobs.
Aren't
They
they
didn't have to
always?
say it.
Yes.
Seems like every time we get embassies, they always want a lot more than they're willing to give.
Well, that's one
Every
reason why
time.
I'm here. So as I keep drinking, do I have to roll Constitution?
I'm not gonna make you unless you want to.
I'm just using resistant to poison to filter out alcohol out of my system.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping up pace with whoever's drinking the heaviest.
That's one of the soldiers that's like being a little quieter. He just keeps like drinking. Looks over at you, notice you're not being even affected by the ale.
I smile with four long, very long incisors. I can beat you one-on-one any day.
I'll take you up on that.
I want to watch this.
Danger! 6 drinks for each of us. I'll be strongest.
Alright.
Resistant to poison. Doesn't mean...
And you guys pretty much have tap for drinks. So,
And I could probably pay it off.
so he brings
It's actually
over
quite good. Mountain Dew mixed
so
with
so
Dr.
6
Pepper.
each. So he and a few of the barmaids bring over 12 drinks.
Basically 12 shots
Yeah.
of like the really hard stuff.
I'm not that brawny of a person
Really-
either. I'm like
The hard.
normal sized.
And
Alright,
for a girl, that's a lot smaller than a big bird.
you first.
Alright. I'm gonna say one roll for every 2 shots. So he
Can I have advantage on this since I'm resistant?
Yeah.
Poison.
so he takes his 2 shots. Seems to not be affected. Give him 10 minutes.
So that's 20 total.
You're just completely unfazed. Just looks a little surprised. And reaches for the next shot.
Round for round.
We're just all cheering. All the soldiers in here are just cheering the hell.
And he's still just unaffected by it.
Same roll, 20 again.
He rolled 24 that time.
All night.
Just looks
Still
really,
going forever.
really confused.
That one wasn't so good. That one was 8. Well,
8?
You accidentally
Plus two,
inhale
10.
a little bit of the
I forgot to
alcohol.
add the modifier, so it's 10.
And he still seems mostly unaffected.
You're a sturdy fool, I've never drinking before.
So are you.
More!
Especially for one of your stature.
We spend the whole freaking budget on alcohol.
We have plenty of gold.
I'll bring over more.
That was 2 shitty rolls in a row. I am going to use a point of luck to get one roll.
Of course you
There
took
we go.
lucky.
16.
It seems like it's starting to affect him a little.
That one got you.
It's starting to.
Just wait 10 minutes. You'll
Hot
both be
stuff.
freaking drunk.
Okay.
That was 14.
So
Good stuff.
he goes for the next 2, and in the middle of the second one, he just passes out on the table.
Every time. He gets them every time.
One of the others just kind of looks at you.
Drink another and finish off his.
It doesn't affect you, does it?
Not very much. When he travels this much, you get used to this stuff. Hello?
Yep.
Yes.
Pizza's here.
Thank you.
Yeah, they won't come in or anything, so.
Okay. So. Drank one of the soldiers under the table. I think there wasn't a money wager, they'd call cheating.
He doesn't get drunk. He doesn't get drunk. Technically, it's a she.
Yeah.
But I still call him dude and stuff because he was a he. He's thought about that character a lot. So we probably just party the rest of the night, pretty much. To
Probably.
be honest. After a couple months of traveling, that's kind of what you need to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing after a couple months of working.
Spend a while soaking in, like, private bathhouses. Oh.
Yeah, I'd probably go to a private bathhouse and just soak in some hot water.
Yeah. They're nice, like, luxury rooms. You're important people. And the Empire has more than enough money to pay you. You could have 100 shots and it wouldn't put a dent in their fund.
I bring cheats.
Holy smokes, how much did you get for 2 people?
Well, I expected Josh would eventually show up, but he never did, so.
So it ends when we eat all the pizza. I'm just kidding.
That'll take a while.
1 in the morning, we're still here. It won't take 4 hours to eat that much pizza.
Delicious. So, I have this, which was a favorite last time. The cheese, pepperoni. Then I have this one, which is the ultimate pepperoni on a thin, which is like a great cracker. Then I have
Wait, did you just say the ultimate pepperoni?
on a thin.
That's like diabetes on a plate.
It's on a thin.
Still.
It will be on a plate pretty soon. And Fanta and root beer.
Ultimate pepperonis are like 3 layers of pepperoni.
It's
Really?
only 2 layers of pepperoni and 3 layers of cheese.
Alright, 3 layers of
Pass
cheese.
me that one.
Yeah, I want a slice from that too.
What you gotta do is you gotta order an extra pepperoni. I mean, an ultimate pepperoni with extra
Here
pepperoni.
you go, the slices for you.
Yeah.
Because then you just get like 300 pepperonis,
It's so many.
and then you have a heart attack.
Would you pass me a couple of paper towels from down on your end?
Alright. So you end up partying the night away. And eventually dawn comes, the city awakes to the bells of Notre Dame. No, there are no bells. Well, there are some bells down by the docks, but that's not important.
During the night, I find wherever this guy who got absolutely smashed is, and I'm going to. Is there like a funeral ceremony, or like the common one where you like put coins over the eyes and put them before you put them in the casket?
Not for Yarisel, no.
What were you gonna do?
I was gonna put coins over the eyes and put them in the casket inside his room. You know what? I'll still do that because it's funny.
Where are you getting a casket?
I don't know. I'll find one. Midway through your night, you just see me sneak by holding a huge casket on my shoulder.
You could probably find like you could probably find like a crate in an alley that could fit him.
Who'd you knock out?
He made somebody in a drinking contest and made him pass out on the table.
Have some food.
Alright, well, that's
There's a pizza under here too.
Oh, of course, yes.
And then there's that one, and then there's some breadsticks underneath that, and soda.
Alright. One other question. Why are we on a diplomatic mission?
Mostly because of him.
What'd you do?
Basically, it's an easy way to get us to the place where there's a rumor about a demon group.
What's this one?
He's the nephew of a very powerful emperor.
These look cleanish.
Okay.
They probably are clean.
I trust them to be clean.
What?
I trust them, yeah.
Like, there might be dust in it.
This one's just a little crap. Would you pass over the root beer?
No, they're my root beer.
It's my root beer.
I have control over the Senate.
So, you've been spending a little bit of time in Asteria,
We didn't have a camera pointed at him.
and yeah, right, we don't.
that's cool. My name's Mort. Nice to meet you.
You watched this strange elven woman drink a soldier under the table and then just walk away.
I look more human than
I'm gonna walk right up to her.
Yeah, fair enough, human.
I look like a kind of beautifully bestial woman because I have like really long incisors.
Both female?
No, he's got-
He
looks like a girl.
woman.
Oh, you're the female I'm walking up to then. Okay.
Andrew can't play women.
He can,
Well,
but he
in
won't
real life.
succeed. Oh, no, you don't speak of such things. It's the last thing you want to say.
Speaks of such things as he discords.
Do you want some root beer? Or do you want some
In high school, I was a player.
Enjoy the root beer.
It's true, you were.
Sorry.
That's why I said you were a trap earlier.
But I make my way towards the elven woman that drunk a soldier under the table.
Yep.
I'm going upstairs. I'm carrying a large crate.
Whoa. I got a question for you. What kind of trick did you use there to do such a thing to such a soldier?
I'm immune to poison.
I'm sorry, you what?
I'm not affected by poisons very much when I don't want to be. I just continue up the stairs. I go around into a room, which I've scouted out. And there's a very drunk soldier on the floor. I open up the crate, it's completely empty. I put him in it. Take 2 platinum coins and put them over his eyes. Close it. Bang, and nail it shut. I go to the door, and I have a piece of parchment, and I stick it to the door with just like, look stupid like one of the knives from downstairs. And then close the door. How can I help you?
What does it say on the parchment?
How can you help me?
Uh-huh.
I'm not really sure how you can help me.
Wonderful. I walk away.
Right. How can I help you though, if I may ask really quick?
You know!
I didn't insinuate it. You're not gonna insinuate it.
It's too late.
Listen, you're not my type. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You are missing some very key assets.
Boobs!
Well, do you have something against orcs then?
Not orc women.
Oh. Hold on. I guess this will be fair.
I have a rough British nature, which is wonderful.
I just pictured you having sex with the woman.
I was wondering if you could possibly be looking for any handiwork on the side. Not
That
in
sentence
that
could be the
category,
biggest
though.
burn to
Right.
any person.
Sorry for that. Misunderstanding, though. I was wondering if
So mean.
I was wondering if I could be helping out if we need any simple heavy lifting or.
Are you local?
things. I'm a local.
Is he a local?
Honestly, probably. I doubt you'd come from either of the other empires.
Yes, I do consider myself to be a local here. It's quite nice, although
He would probably know where the
I haven't been able to
local-
drink a soldier underneath the table yet, so that's quite a sight for me.
Yeah.
Only go
Heard
through
of
like
a
10
wonderful
shots.
cave where some maybe.
Do you just assume it's a
Teenage-
cave?
Yes. It's always a cave.
Why wouldn't it be a cave?
Because if it's not the cave, it's the castle. That's how it always goes.
Creation, my character.
Maybe where some delightful, horny teens run off to.
horny.
He just said you're not my type, and now he's talking about a cave where horny teens run to.
I'm sorry. You like younger folk, I'm assuming? Said you like young.
I'm just
girls.
gonna
What I'm
go.
The DM kills himself in the process.
Tavern falls, everyone dies.
That is quite something I've never got to have the pleasure of hearing from such a bold individual.
No, she's
You misunderstand.
she's more a woman who likes women.
Yes.
Younger
I put-
women.
I prefer with a more full frame, if you get my meaning. So no, not younger. About the same age is nicer, but I heard there was a lovely cavern, and I wish to do some practical jokes on maybe some enterprising people.
Oh, that's very interesting for you to say. Would I know of any cave?
There are no caves anywhere near Asteria.
But
Well,
you see, there isn't
Not
really
even in the nearby mountain.
much.
No
of
caves in
anything
a
going
There's
mountain?
on
no caves in
about
that mountain.
What?
Caves.
Doesn't even make
At
any
least none with surface
I'm not
access.
exactly sure what you're
Oh.
looking for, besides, just a little bit of touching here and there.
Did you say a little bit of touching here and there?
Over in the Stormbreak Mountains, there's some caves, but that's a while.
That's disappointing.
That's a ways away.
I do love a good cave.
It's like a week's
They're
journey.
wonderful. It's not in a cave. It's in the castle.
They're in the castle?
Probably.
Shit.
Anyhow. How do you feel about people that might have some fiendish blood in their ancestry?
Fiendish.
Or
Well, nothing really too much against that. I just hope they don't use it for too bad things. If you catch my meaning on that.
do you know of any people around here that seems to be of that sort?
Of fiendish nature?
Yeah.
Or dabble in such things?
I don't really want to look at dark places, so I'm gonna have to say no for that.
Do
you pass
do
me
you
that
get out
box?
much,
Under
or-
that box?
Or do you live under a rock?
Do you get out very much?
No, I passed you this box. That is now under this box.
It's like a delightfully crunchy cracker because they updated the crust.
Oh, it's in squares?
Because it's a thin crust.
Also, if anyone watches this at any point, the whole list of characters is completely incorrect. I was just too lazy to hide them. Those are for the other campaign.
Mm-hmm. So sadly, you seem to be heavily muscled. Yes.
Yeah.
You well versed in manual labor. Can you swing an axe?
Well, yes, I can.
Have a sword.
I choose not to.
You learned in the pike.
Maybe.
How about a glaive? Albert?
I'm partial to a glaive. How about you?
I'm more into the
I'm partial
axe
to this
stuff.
thing. How much sour my rapier it is.
I know you are.
Oh, this is pissing me off.
I pissed you off just by saying rapier?
No, this right here. It won't let me. It won't let me roll for HP. It's
Do you-
giving
do-
me a fixed.
Did you get the level that we're at?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It won't let me change my HP and it's driving me insane.
Almost. So it doesn't lose as much
Which is 90, which is 100.
Derek, do you have any water back there?
This is one of my only water.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be sure with you.
Can be.
We
I'm
believe
gonna
there
get some
might be an
water.
uncomfortable incursion of extraplanar beings in this city,
Oh,
and
we
we've
get-
come to purge it.
Oh, what would get you such a crazy idea like that?
I heard a rumor. Maybe smell the presents or two.
Smelled a presence?
And the smell thing on me?
Do you have any illusions or transmutations hiding in nature?
Or a lot of cologne?
Or have you not taken a bath in a while?
I see through all illusions and transmutations within 30 feet of me.
Because
If you do, I'd be able to break them.
if the answer to any of the above is yes, then yes.
What was your question?
Do you have any illusions or transmutations active on your person?
No, I do not.
You seem normal folk. Most are. You'd be surprised how many aren't, though. You're freaking normal. You don't even have any magic, freaking lazy elf.
I kind of want to backslide you for that.
Oh, very dare.
Didn't even learn a cantrip when you were young. Yeah.
Yeah, because cantrips are useless.
You can't believe you could say that about my wonderful little...
Eldritch Blast.
It's... Bless my heart.
It's his one true love.
My beauty. Don't listen to it. What's your rate?
Alright.
How much do you charge for your services?
I thought you weren't interested in me.
Andrew.
My partner over there,
What?
and I point to the
I
effeminate
can't see
elf.
that.
Might be, though.
What did you say?
This
Oh,
took me a whole
take it
second to
into
think of, but
consideration.
take Discord away from Andrew and make him pay
Let's-
attention.
Did you just say that?
Rate per hour. About, I believe, it'd be 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces per hour.
Yes.
Reasonable. We'll take you.
Alright.
5 gold pieces an hour?
We're not paying for it. The crown is.
That's freaking ridiculous, though.
Look at him!
120 gold a day.
Look at him! Does he not seem like he'd be useful? At very least we can push him in first.
That's fair. You might not live
I look
long
over
enough
towards
to
your
pay him.
character and I just give you a slight wink.
You might not live long enough for us to pay him.
Payment all completed the mission. You know your friends don't pick up your share if you die.
Okay, so that means the thing is probably run by officials.
Almost certainly. Remember the time in, that is hitting me harder than I thought. That one city with the
Yeah.
Baron. Yeah, that's where we met.
Yeah.
Wonderful little place. Too bad it's burned to the ground now.
Sounds about accurate. But yeah, if officials run it, it's going to be even harder to break up and or kill them all.
You worry about laws too much.
Yeah, I'd like to keep my head.
This isn't even your country this time.
That's fair.
Let the diplomats sort that thing out. That's why they're here.
That's fair. Okay, so I have a board meeting to go to, don't I? council meeting.
I'm gonna have to go.
It's only bored if you're bored.
It's very boring.
It's a board meeting.
If this is alcohol, then I might survive it.
I'll bring my flask.
But yes, but that is in 24 hours.
I thought.
It is the following night.
Oh, okay. So we have a whole day to figure this thing out. We should probably go to the temple because they know about sacrifices / rituals going on. Even though we
Do I
hate
have
the
to be
place.
seen? Be there as a wonderful supporting presence.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. You can be there. So we travel to the temple with our newfound comrade that we're
I am
paying.
invisible the entire time at the temple.
Shit.
I just pat you on the
I can make
all yours.
I can make jokes about my invisible friend. My imaginary
Don't start on that again.
my imaginary friend. Not gonna do that. Not as a really high night. I'm not high.
I remember when your imaginary friend delivered that love letter to you. Oh, what was it? Second cousin, fourth time removed. Or
Oh, not even. No, we're not starting there.
The primary worship
do it.
of Asteria would be to
Nope.
Intalva.
Pour him into the wide mouth bottle.
Or
It's yours.
or
Yeah.
Or just use the cup.
no, it's Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew at the same time.
Yeah, pour them both in the cup.
Can you pass me some more that Dr. Pepper on like a 50-50? See what that tastes like.
That's root beer.
On a 50-50 and see what it tastes like.
You're not gonna taste much.
Pain. It's gonna taste like pain.
Well, here's the thing.
Sugar.
It's like putting in root beer and the fruit punch soda thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't taste the thing.
The fizz just cancels a little out.
Alright.
It
So you-
kind of does taste like nothing.
So you would, after a little bit of searching, find a temple to Intalva, who you would know is the creator of life, more or less, the creator of the various humanoid and non-humanoid species.
It's like a very small hint of root beer, and then just carbonation.
Yeah.
So you've made it worse.
Yes.
No, you should see what Victoria's dad did. He put orange juice and Mountain Dew together.
I'll just
No.
curdle it.
Ew.
It won't
Yeah.
actually curdle it unless you add milk, but...
I got
You might as well curdle it.
It was freaking gross. I could smell it and it was gross.
So is this temple actually made out of like dragon bones?
The Dragonbone Chapel's a few weeks back. But
Oh.
yes, it is made of Dragonbone.
What's this chapel made of?
This chapel is made of more of a white granite, marble flooring.
Is the ground hollowed?
It is.
I just grumble as I walk over it and unhappy.
So we get there with our giant orc and our invisible friend and me.
Yeah.
Yippee. That rhymed. Oh, okay.
And there are like great pews with pretty much red velvet seats made of marble. Like, this is a very nice temple. Like,
Still not my favorite
this is
place
something
to
you'd
live.
expect to see in your empire, not here in Yarosel. And there is looks like a priest standing at the altar. Just sees you enter. Hello, children.
Children? I could be your father.
Is there something you need?
Sorry.
What race is this priest?
He's a human.
Yeah, I could be like his grandfather.
But he is a fairly old human. He's probably in his 70s.
I could still
or
be his
80s.
grandfather.
Like, he's bent with age.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that because that's just rude, and I don't want to start off on that note.
You're coming to my church. Yeah.
Okay.
Say something.
So I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna say, we're here looking. This is gonna sound really strange, but we're looking to see if there are any demonic rituals or sacrifices or practicing in the area.
I
just gonna-
do not know of any that have been happening.
I will stand next to him and
You could probably whisper in my ear something for me to say.
next to next to the priest and whisper, "Tell no lie."
He just looks over at you. I have no need to lie.
I'm invisible.
He can still tell which direction the voice came
I'm
from.
being like whispery and ghosty.
You can still tell which direction it's from.
Sorry, that's my invisible. That's my imaginary friend.
Imaginary friends usually don't speak, but alright.
Would you know of any darker or unhallowed land around here?
Unhallowed. I cannot think of anything that matches that either.
Because they would gather around those areas.
This is a thin open, and that's just
What's in this one? It's just new?
Like,
Yeah.
isn't that a Supreme?
it is pepperoni with cheddar cheese.
It's the good stuff.
Close it. You have one upside down.
He's not educated. You gotta educate him.
Edimacation.
You know, that is the lamest reaction I've ever gotten out of this. I have to be honest. You're surprisingly boring. Even for a priest. And I'll just drop my invisibility. It's like,
I have seen many things.
things too.
Out of character, what is this church?
This is-
Exactly.
This is one of the many temples to
He's pulling up his nose. Ooh, let me read this.
Entalva.
Of what?
Entalva, the god creator of all humanoid and non-humanoid
Is that written
life.
in English?
Yes.
Okay, I can't read that from here.
I wrote it in
I'm going to,
Oreoye because I would totally do that.
walk up to him, which, if you could only be so kind to show these fellow, I find them must be strangers, but so, just a little bit of information, and I pass some 5 gold coins as
Yeah, because you make that an
donation
hour.
and possible use.
Thanks to our friend here. Okay.
I have said what I know. I do not know of anything demonic happening, but
Are there any...
I have heard that
Unsettling
there
things?
is some discontent in the council.
About what?
It's always in the castle.
Some wish to go to war and some do not.
Shit. I'll have to deal with that tonight.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a gift for you, Derek. But, so...
I said, it's pizza.
It's a gift. It just says, pizza.
Pizza!
Just pass me the box underneath that box. That's the other
I will
No,
take
just that
on the
box.
Okay,
Underneath
just
that
hold
box.
it for a
He
second.
wanted the box that was underneath the box?
Let's make this flatter so that we don't end up with pizza cascade. There we go.
That would be crazy.
A pizzacade. It's like an arcade
Pizza
but with
waterfall.
pizza.
That was a place once upon a time.
I believe it.
So, I'm gonna ask, so, is there anything else unsettling in the city? Like, random disappearances, random deaths,
Missing house pets.
yeah, those kind of things.
No.
Somebody claiming to be somebody they don't look to be.
Check your Discord.
Not that I'm aware of. This city has a fairly good garrison of 30,000-40,000 soldiers. So very little
lot.
escapes the eye of the watch.
If it wouldn't just escape that
on
eye of the watch, what would it?
Dragon.
Sorry, what was that?
I like his reaction.
What is that?
Glory.
Dude, just send it back.
Okay, have the uncensored version too. But
Of course you do.
so as what? Okay, as we go to, I think we're gonna leave here and go to the guards. They would probably know more than this guy.
Probably. Old fellow doesn't seem that... He doesn't have any illusions or transformations on him, right?
Nope.
Okay. That guy is very boring.
As you walk out, he just says, "Walk in the light of Antalva."
Yeah, safety and shadows.
Yeah, I won't.
I turn around into you as well.
So kind. Not me.
Walk in light.
I don't like religious stuff. That's my character. He just doesn't. He grew up with a brother and a family who were all stuck up in religious. Not his scene.
Reason why we like each other, neither one of us do any of the god shit. He didn't even react, not even a, ooh, you know? It's just like, oh, hello. I was like, oh, freaking face, I swear. It's so boring. Fucking hollow ground burns my feet.
If you want to have fun with them, to pull a jester.
You didn't notice any statues to deface.
Thank you.
Don't stay that long in church crown anyway.
So we go to the guard, basically the garrison. So that's basically the best place to find guards.
The garrison is extremely large in this city, and there are lots of smaller garrisons all
I
around.
want to go to the main one. They probably have the most information.
That's slightly closer to the center of the city.
So, you guys good going to the main garrison?
Yeah.
I just don't want to take over the party. Not my thing.
You want to take it over? I don't care right now.
So we get there, and are there just a ton of hustle and bustle of guards?
There is quite a bit. Seems like every 5 minutes or so, a set of guard comes in, and another set of guards leaves. Probably just switching out patrols.
I got this one. I'll walk up to one of them, just one in the middle through transition. Hey, if I wanted to commit a crime, where would I do it?
Just like, does it double take?
Someone with a demon tail asking that.
I'm sorry, what?
If I wanted to commit a crime, maybe kill someone, murder, hide a body, steal some gold, bury some treasure, something like that. where would I
As you
do
keep
it?
saying this, his eyes get wider and wider.
What?
Maybe eat a heart, baptize a child in blood for the devil. I don't know, one of those things.
Who are you?
Precisely, and I disappear.
He looks over at, like, the other guys standing with him. What was that?
I walk up to him and was like, have you seen my friend?
What does your friend look like?
Kind of short, tail, some fangs.
Yeah, we were just here a second ago. You're asking about where they could commit a crime.
Okay, do you know where?
Just walks inside.
Disembodied laughter. Oh, I get it every time.
Just walks up to good. Hey, where could I commit a crime?
That's only worked twice.
Neutral chaotix.
Yep.
So we should probably walk in, find like the captain of the guard or something. Would that be very hard?
You don't know.
Look for the one with the big hat.
It's not the French.
No, you're from the French.
Um,
We've had this
I was-
discussion. The elves are the French.
I'm just gonna ask one of the guards. Where's the leader? Where's the head of the guard?
Can I talk to your manager?
No, I'm not a
Can I speak to your
Karen.
manager?
I speak to you.
He's just inside in his office.
Okay, I walk over to the office and knock on the door, even if it's open.
The door is open.
I just knock.
The man inside kind of looks over a bit. He's a little bit gruffer looking. Got some stubble, but not facial hair.
Does look hangover?
He doesn't look hungover. His hair is kind of slicked back. He says, "Yes."
We're here about. So we're trying to figure out. We have reports of a group of people worshiping demons, and we're looking for anything like missing people, random deaths, unhallowed ground,
Murdered pets,
murdered pets, disappeared pets,
missing children,
or anything just not quite right.
risen dead. That happens once in a while.
We haven't had any reports like that.
No more ambiguity. That's a wonderful thing. Nothing. Not even little Susie missing a dog.
Well, there was a kid that was missing a cat like a week ago, but we found it.
Was it still alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just ran off. Haven't actually had a lot happening this last few weeks now. Think about it. It's been fairly quiet.
That might be another sign if it's too quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's usually not what demons like. Might be
Well, there's
devils.
something big that's gonna go on. You get quiet right
It'd
before
have
it's
to be
big.
really big.
Well, it usually does get a little bit quieter in terms of crime and things like that as it gets closer to the anniversary of the coronation of the sovereign. People are usually preparing for the festivities.
Is that what you
That's
do?
about a month off, so makes a little bit of sense.
You've had nothing.
Not really.
Any robberies from a store?
Nope.
Weird herb sellers?
No. Like-
Creepy dolls?
No.
Wow.
Hmm.
This place is
The only thing before the cat was that's happened recently is about a few days before that there was a pickpocketing incident, but
What was stolen?
it was trade bar worth a few hundred gold. The man was caught though.
These are the most enterprising demons I've ever met. I haven't even met them yet.
People like this city. This is where King Vishal chose to found the empire. Actually, well, I guess he made the city the capital after he found it, but people like it here. And with the tariff that he put in place long ago, everyone is treated equally. Everyone gives the same amount of what they have to the kingdom to keep the army going.
This is a freaking big army.
Yes. The tariff actually puts a pretty heavy tax on grown crops. I think it's about 10% of all crops go to the
That's a lot.
empire. Yes. The tariff is pretty high, but King Vishal put it in place so no one speaks up against it.
And you're asked why I don't pay taxes.
Tax evasion!
Oh, like you care.
Get him!
So, no crime.
Yes, the last big thing that happened, I suppose, was a decade ago when Sovereign Vaunt was killed.
Killed how?
He was killed in battle. He was a little overzealous. He wanted to expand the empire. Suppose it's a good thing he's gone. He wasn't even supposed to be the one to inherit.
Who was the one who's supposed to inherit?
His sister. And
Where's she?
currently, well, she ruled for a little bit, and then she was killed. And then he took the
How was
throne.
she killed?
But her child now rules. We believe she was murdered. It might have been him. We're not sure.
Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary. Basically political strife because they want power. Trust me, if you read the history books, it happens all the fucking time.
Welcome to monarchy!
The city.
More of an oligarchy, actually, but...
Well, the feeling may not get what we want here. Just have to sit through a bunch of meetings. Lovely cover. Great idea.
You don't have to come to them.
And when suddenly a demon appears for all of you and kidnaps you, what are you gonna do?
I don't think a demon will appear in a council chamber, but we can try it.
I think we should put you in a dress. You have the face for it. You know, we've done it before.
I've actually worn a dress. It's a very poofy dress. I did have the face for it too.
Oh, good glory.
So that's back when my hair was longer. I couldn't pull it off with this haircut.
Well, you know how people are today, so...
So as I think we're just gonna need to go through this meeting. This is a waste of time. We might have to stay here a couple more days and let the caravan go back without us. Frankly, we could get horses and beat them there.
Yeah. Wish we had a court mage that'd make it faster. But no, I don't want to leave the country. I'm too busy with my crop project.
Just to find some way to increase the agricultural output of the empire.
Like you can breed corn, like you can breed dogs. Come on, everybody knows it's nonsense.
I just pictured two corns fucking.
Why?
Oh! It doesn't work. What, Derek?
Oh, me and him are talking.
Oh, okay. Are you doing stuff?
Getting magic items.
Oh, okay.
Just in case.
Get the bracers of defense.
I think I'm gonna have a good arm class, don't worry.
No, but vanilla's even better.
Yeah.
My armor class is 23.
Damn, what are you doing?
I have a shield.
That's fair.
And then dexterity of +5, so...
Alright. My character's kind of well-rounded.
He's gonna get a plethora of love and use it on you.
Hell.
You mean a
Alright.
filter?
Yeah.
Plethora of love.
Plethora. That's a whole different thing.
Plethora of love!
It wouldn't even work. He's a big green person.
Oh, sorry, Derek. I was thinking of a different belt.
He's freaking Shrek?
Yeah, he's
Whoops.
Nork.
You're Shrek?
I'm sorry, what?
He's ripped Shrek.
Oh, ripped Shrek, okay.
No. I'm Shrek's children.
Plural. You are plural.
So he's multiple.
No, I'm one of his children.
So
okay?
he's wearing a trench coat.
That is the
multiple
only hint.
children.
That is the only hint you're getting of what I am.
Now we know that he's multiple people in a trench coat.
A stack of gnomes in a trench coat.
I want an army of a stack of gnomes in a trench coat.
Get out of my swamp!
Get out of my swamp.
Get out of my shop!
Anyway. What kind of fancy pants meeting is it?
Well, some of them want to go to war, so it's not going to be a nice meeting.
I can wear armor?
We might have to kill them all. I'm just kidding.
I'm down.
If
Just kill every politician in the Empire.
that'd make them pretty weak.
They'd create a power vacuum that could be dangerous. RSL is not known for being peaceful. Everyone who's attacked them has been destroyed.
Let's go change into our diplomat's clothes.
Turn to fine clothes. I'll put it over my armor. I'll be fine.
Just a bunch of metal studs like pressed up against your clothes.
I don't care. I got weird welts, guys. Deal with it.
Nobody's gonna believe that when they can see the glove from underneath.
Did I get a laser rapier?
What?
What?
No,
I thought you showed like a +2 rapier.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my +2. Not a freaking sunblade.
Something's amazing.
I know there.
I'll just change into like a suit.
So you change into
Bow tie.
more formal attire, more fitting, and head up to the castle. You are you meet up with Lord Elvisar.
Would you like me to join you, by the way, as a bodyguard?
Sure. Can you look incredibly threatening?
You want me with or without the shirt?
Stay with this shirt. We're going for noble.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not-
Noble savage, not just straight savage.
What kind of nobles, by the way? if I may
Lord
ask?
just kind of looks over at you and
You're
raises an
nobles.
eyebrow.
He looks strong. It was funny. So.
So you start heading up towards the palace.
What's the palace say?
You are led in by the royal guard and escorted into what is almost like an amphitheater-like chamber. There is you're led up onto a small platform where there is a few chairs in front of a table, and around on the edges of the room there is a table that curves around with quite a few chairs around it. There are probably 23 people seated there, with the front and center being the sovereign herself.
How many of them are using like illusions to hide?
None of them, actually.
Are the
That's-
chairs like
That's
labeled?
surprising.
Like the seats, are they labeled?
You would have noticed as you were walking through, this room is warded against magic. The seats are not labeled.
Can I sit in the middle of the floor?
The floor is about 8 feet below you.
Can I still sit in the middle of the floor?
If you really want to,
No, I'm not gonna. That would not be smart.
So are you acting an official role this meeting, or are you...
I'm acting official.
When you go over to pick your chair, by the way, I'm going to pull it out for you.
Okay. And then I sit in the one next to it. I pulled it out.
I saw I just put it back in.
I've sat in it and just go, thanks.
Yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to stand behind you two, just arms crossed, just looking about.
the sovereign says, We have been awaiting your arrival for quite some time.
Really, I couldn't have guessed. I'll say that.
Oh, we were right on time.
Well, we've been waiting to be here for quite some time. Not really waiting, but traveling. So should we get this meeting on the way?
Yes. I will say there are those of us here who are concerned about actions your empire has taken and believe you may be a threat.
We're here to make peace. If we were a threat, why would we come making peace?
You can never be too careful.
That is fair.
There are also some of us
Pass me a barbie.
who believe that
Bottom.
I can pass you.
your
Barbie.
empire is not a threat to anyone.
Barbecue. Yes.
And there are those of us who are still undecided.
She wants to fix your hair.
My hair is so messed up right now. I was looking for my comb earlier that I keep usually right here, but I couldn't find it.
You mean this one right here?
Probably.
Nice.
You want one?
Yeah, I'm good for now. And I'll just take the leftovers home with me, so.
Huh?
I'm gonna take the leftovers home with me and eat the next couple days.
Hey, I'll take the next couple days to eat it all.
Big one handy.
There you go. You get the box on over easier now.
My hair just doesn't want to lie flat right now.
What's up?
No, I'm good. You know by now that I don't eat food.
Yeah, I know you don't eat food. You have food sitting right here that you already got.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat.
That's better.
I don't know how you cannot eat food. I was an idiot.
You be me.
Would you spill?
That.
I spilled
Actually, where'd you spill? Better yet.
on myself
Even better.
like an idiot.
Of course.
Sorry, I haven't been socializing for days, so I'm a jerk. I'm sorry.
Alright.
I experimentally tried to go invisible, see how strong the warding is.
Doesn't take effect.
Decent.
You figure this is pretty much a dead magic zone.
Lovely.
These characters like me and his are freaking powerful here.
You're not wrong. So, what propositions do you bring?
Those of peace and alliance.
An alliance against what?
Ooh, should I bring up the demon?
The Dragonborn have not attacked for quite some time, and they've never attacked us.
Should I bring up the demon?
So active lately. I mean, that's just a localized thing. There's always demons everywhere. What are you? What's like big in the world right now that's kind of scary?
At the moment, there's been a few creatures coming down from the north. A few, like, rebel factions that have occasionally popped up here and there. Every now and then there's a dragon, but for the most part they're contained on their mountain. They like their mountain. Big threats right now? Some ships have been going off to make contact with other continents and have not returned.
You can always just be proof against the future threats. It doesn't always have to be a threat to be peaceful.
But in order for there to be alliance, something must be exchanged for something, for the alliance to have meaning.
Fair point.
Country's one of the strongest trade partners around.
What did you say?
Country's one of the stronger trade partners around, is it not?
Well, we are the biggest in trade.
You can always stay the biggest in trade as long as you're trading.
And there are many to trade with. There are many much closer.
But we most appreciate the goods.
Then why do you charge such preposterous import tax?
I don't know, you have to throw some in.
Need some alcohol.
Just like scoot a flask over.
Take a swig and then I just stand up. I'm like, okay. We're here. Some of us. Because there's demon activity in your area. So we're partially here to help you. The main reason we're here is to make an alliance between the two strongest kingdoms in the continent. Imagine it's more powerful and how much we can grow and flourish if we are aligned.
I'm going to lean in closer to
Why have we
you,
heard
whisper
nothing
into
of
your
this
ear.
demon activity?
I wasn't
Because we have a specific demon hunter
Demon
who
activity?
specializes in this.
But why were we not informed?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Because it's under wraps because we don't want to give warning just in case they were in
We charge 5 gold per
higher
hour,
positions.
And we won't expect, and we agreed to it. You didn't expect it to be real.
Because we ran into it before with their baronesses and barons.
Sir,
And it's so much harder to take them out when they know.
that's a dude.
Hmm. Well, allying would give us more strength together. Your kingdom is more the one that needs the help. You're more often in conflict than we are. We have not had conflict in quite some time.
Yet,
And isn't that suspicious?
No.
it's because they have the biggest military.
We have
Nobody wants to fight them.
taken many kingdoms by force when they attacked us. Now, very few ever do. The policies set in place by my great-grandfather still stand. There has not been rebellion. There has been nothing of the sort that has happened further north. And if I remember, last time you asked for aid, you were in a war against the Dragonborn.
And how did that go?
And there was no way we could have aided you by the time you asked. And the only way you survived was the emergence of a hero.
Dude, imagine how bitter we could have been seeing there was no aid.
We could not have arrived in time when you told us.
I know, I'm just saying.
They have no mages.
Aracel is a young empire. Like, just over 100 years old. This is second or third generation.
I'm looking around for
Okay.
anybody that looks like super shifty.
Roll a perception check.
Can I do the same thing?
If you'd like.
Let me pull up the dice roller.
7.
The dice maiden who I secretly flirt with, who secretly hates my guts.
Dice?
Secretly?
Secretly.
You're not paying enough attention to notice.
Can I aid him in that? That's right.
Alright.
Sorry, assist. I want to give him advantage.
Yeah.
I have advantage in perception, don't I? Not advantage.
10.
Perce-
Those. Not that good.
proficiency.
So,
I don't have proficiency in looking at people.
Still not any helpful. Even, like, you're kind of like pointing some people out, but They don't look very suspicious.
I got 19.
You notice some of the Lord Generals look a little agitated.
That's it?
Yeah,
Next,
the council appears to not be very agitated, but some of the Lord Generals do.
Well, if I expected that the comment about the demon group might throw some people off. That's one of the main reasons I said that.
Fair enough.
Because if I say it and a couple people react, we know who's kind of in it.
So you're not worried about this cult at all, are you?
There are not many places a cult could hide.
And where would be such a place they could?
For the south?
South?
Yes.
Did we come from the south or did we come from the north?
You came from way far north. This city is well patrolled enough that having any sort of activity like that here would be quickly discovered and put to rest.
Unless they can impersonate one of you.
We have ways of seeing through spells.
Spell that they use. See, what they do is not. They take the mind. Leave the body the same as it always was, but they take the mind. It's hard to see that. It's not a transformation spell. Not one to hide an appearance. Just take your mind. There's nothing left of you. Can you see through that?
Even then, demons are not the purpose of this meeting.
Which should be the purpose of every meeting.
I should say there are also probably about 35 guards around the room. Understandably so.
30 to 35?
Yeah.
I can take them.
We probably could, me and you.
I'll be pretty honest, yeah.
If they're just guards.
But
really
are we going
guards.
to? No, of course not.
They're royal guards.
That's starting the roll. Starting
If they
the
were
war.
regular guards, me and him could take out like a couple a turn.
Yeah. These are royal guards. They have the fancy hats.
Well, in that case, what sort of thing would push you towards a profitable alliance between the countries?
Well, militaristically, we need no aid.
But that's not the whole part
You don't
of the
have any
kingdom.
casters.
We do not need them.
You don't need magies. Then who keeps up this warding on your room?
It was set up quite a long time ago, and is permanent.
Yeah, technically those kind of things are permanent.
Guards and wards.
The only thing we could seek to benefit by is financially. But you do not need money. You need military.
But you said you need money?
What if we could trade military aid, like you helping train our units, for resources? Because then that would benefit you financially and us militaristically. We actually do that with Israel.
I know.
We can consider this.
Well, we can give you a few days. We can stay in the city and we can write something up.
Alright. We will have some discussions and see what we all think.
Alright. Get back in 2 days? 3?
2 days should be fine. Alright.
Because I know as soon as we started training Israel's troops, that bond between our two countries grew like immensely.
Yeah.
So
I stopped something.
you are let out of the council chamber in the palace. What would you like to do?
Those all.
Is there time to go south?
Hmm?
Is there time enough to go south and check it out?
It would probably take a few weeks. Yarosel to the south is emptier. It's like the equivalent of like Germany to the US. US is a lot emptier, but pretty big.
Yeah, we have the Great Plains, so
Yeah.
that's why.
To the south, there's a lot of like swampland and places that aren't as inhabitable. It's a very rocky places in swampland. So for the most part, they're only along the coast and along the mountains.
So the rumor I was following, does it say it's in the city, in like this localized city, or is it more?
It would probably be from Asteria.
So, really strong military with absolutely no crime, like not even like drunken bar fights. That's some fishy shit. Just saying. No crime is more suspicious.
Well, there might be
than-
drunken bar fights, but he might have just not said anything about drunken bar fights.
Could really put this against his shoulders. I wonder how that one young lad is doing. I wonder if he's gotten out of his crate yet.
Oh, that guy! Should we go check on him?
Probably. See if he got my letter.
So you're heading back to the tavern?
Yeah.
Alright, you head back, go back up to the room. And the crate is gone, the letter's gone.
It basically said form rematch, come, and then just like an address. It's always the best.
Yeah, you scared the shit out of him.
It does have a rather unpleasant smell in here, doesn't it?
So what do you say about some midnight hijinks around? Break into a few buildings, like the good old days.
We're here on diplomatic status?
Well, as fun as that could possibly sound, I'd recommend we go do something a bit more fun if you're up for some hunting.
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 Hunting what?
Job boards,
I'm up for some hunting of the
demonic nature?
no, of the sexual nature.
Hey, we got a guy
Is
right
there
here for
something
you.
nearby I can throw at you?
Other means it seem. I was paying for other means it would seem.
True.
You don't have anything you can. Oh, finally, you found something.
Oh.
The feminine.
I skimmed you. I'll count it.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Would I possibly know of any kind of guilds that would set up some wanted lists of sorts, or just simple tasks?
Yorosel doesn't really have a lot of guilds of that nature.
Are there any brothels?
There are.
Derek, your face! I think I just made everyone in the party hate me.
Everyone had a similar reaction.
This is why we carry around elixirs of health.
I'll punch him.
It won't dissuade him.
Oh, but it gets my rounds.
I mean, you can if you want to.
I want to go over and punch you in the stomach.
Can I use parry?
Technically, yes.
Okay. I need the dice.
14
Pass
to
me,
hit.
pass me a d20. And then a d10 as well.
Okay.
Oh, what to hit?
14.
That doesn't even get close.
I know.
I don't even need to use parry.
Then D10 was it?
Yeah.
You can still use parry.
He punches it. Twang.
Just jump out of the way.
Oh, all the D10s right here.
Yeah, even if you were unarmored, that wouldn't have hit. At 14 if you have +5 to your dex. Now, there is a need for violence. I know he's a bit of an idiot sometimes, but
Well,
all the time.
bits.
A lot.
Like,
But currently, he's going to be useful in helping me look around a certain castle. Yes.
I'm not against it, as long as you don't get caught.
It is later in the evening at this point, as that's when the meeting was scheduled. So the sun has already set below the horizon.
So I was saying, we find a nice empty stretch of wall, and then we walk through it.
I'm sorry, to find what?
We find a nice stretch of empty wall, and then we walk through the wall.
This isn't freaking 9 3/4.
We've done it before.
That's fair.
Alright.
There is certain...
What is that, melter stone?
No.
Melter stone is,
It's a
you're
true
staying
stone.
in a stone.
Yeah, it also helps you get through it, though. I used to get out of a prison.
He hasn't allowed that for me.
The proper use of proper talents, we can infiltrate a building. And since there's no caves at all, no disgruntled farmers with weird homesteads close by, I bet it's in the castle. Then we'll sneak around, eavesdrops, listen to the servants and talking, and I'm sure they'll let something juicy slip. No?
That sounds like a good plan. When are we gonna begin? What do you think?
As soon as he gets back from the brothel.
You actually go to the brothel.
Okay. I swear, I haven't caused any.
What else is my guy gonna do? Hang out with the soldiers the whole time? They're probably gonna go to the brothel themselves. Like,
It's just a group trip.
Oh, brothel, right. No, I'll see something else.
Yeah. No. Don't know what you were thinking, but no.
No, I was thinking of what comes after that, probably.
Fair enough.
A bathhouse.
No, marriage.
Hmm.
Drunken marriage.
I'm not getting drunkenly married to a prostitute.
A human prostitute. I'm just kidding.
I would outlive the human prostitute.
By a long time, probably.
No, because they're human or because they're a prostitute?
Don't it
Both.
won't take too long.
Unless you want me to come with you guys.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
You want me to come with you guys?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll
So
come with
can
you.
Or I can come with you. It really depends there.
I'll come with you guys. I won't go hook up at a brothel. Especially with the person I love watching. What?
If going to a brothel is a thing, write a review on lizard women.
Yes!
Who said that?
It's your girlfriend.
Oh, you have a girlfriend now.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's nice.
See? She's great, isn't she?
You've been kobolds, but counter argument. Have you seen that comic?
No.
Oh. I forget the name of it, but it's hilarious. Is there a lot of guards around the castle?
Yes. A lot.
I can distract him, you guys can go through the wall.
Alright.
I mean, I can probably be more distracting, of course.
Either one would work.
Whatever you want to do.
think as a local, you're more likely to get away with things than we are.
Oh yes, of course.
So how are you going to be distracting?
Not always.
I'm not saying what I'm thinking.
Great. Let's go around the side.
Okay. Jarek, what do you think I was thinking?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know.
Tell us, how do you distract the guards as we start sneaking around the side of the building?
Okay, this isn't what I was thinking, but it's still a really funny idea.
There
You
is
just start stripping.
there are probably guards that pass. There are pretty much guards that their patrol is to circle the castle wall. They pass each spot about every minute.
You start stripping.
But
So-
with how much they can see
Doesn't-
behind them and in front, there's maybe maybe 30
I'm distracting
seconds
the
that they
front
can't
gate
see.
guards, right? Is that what's going on?
No, you're distracting the guards coming towards us at the wall.
Oh.
Just punch one in the face. It would work.
Junk. It would.
Wait, are they like royal guards or are they just guards?
The guards around the castle are... They're higher ranked, they're not quite royal guards, but...
Dude, you could just knock them both out. He totally could, couldn't he? He's level 15.
Try.
Hello, man. Been some time.
Don't you get, like-
coming up to these gates?
Don't you get like a 6 damage from your fists?
Yeah.
8.
They just kind of look over at you, and they keep walking, they don't stop. Yes, you need something?
Oh yes, I was just wondering, what is, if it's possible to enter through the gates by any chance?
Not at this time of night.
This time of night, and why would that be?
Oh, because everyone inside's asleep.
Out of character, what's to my left, what's to my right, what's my surroundings?
Do you approach the main gates?
Yes, and they're walking apparently, so I'm following, I guess.
They're at the main gates. There's a main thoroughfare that leads through the city up to the main gates, and there's a plaza in front, so it's a lot of open space.
Okay. Any other sites around me kind of thing?
Not in particular.
Okay. I was wondering if I could just spend some time just getting inside there. I may have left something from the earlier meeting today, and I would really like to get it back.
Well, we can have them check in the morning, but unfortunately we can't let you in right now.
Are you sure about that? And I
Yes.
it's like a gold coin in front of the fist, and show 3 upon my fingers, like this kind of thing in between. I'm willing to show a bit more if you have the time.
Don't think it's worth getting killed.
Killed.
Yeah.
Whoa, fellow soldiers! And I put a hand on
Could be
both of their
treason.
both their shoulders. It was really hoping here, cling their heads together.
Okay.
I rolled a hit.
I would say you still have to roll the hit, yeah.
Yeah. That would be 20 unnatural.
Okay, 2 hit roll damage.
Okay. What kind of damage out of curiosity?
Technically it's improvised weapon damage, which
Well-
is... It's 1 plus your strength modifier, I would say.
Unless you have Tavern Brawler.
I don't think it does.
I
Or
don't.
melee attack.
So I deal 8 bludgeoning damage to both of them.
That wouldn't even take out a normal guard.
They're wearing helmets. Clang.
I do it twice then.
After you do it the first time, it's like, son of a... They pull out their swords, one of them pulls out a horn.
Let's see, he reaches out a bit. He's a bit dazed right now. I'm going to let go of that guy's soldier, grab the horn, and headbutt the horn to... Actually, no, I'm going to grab his arm just to grapple him, if I can, so he
Okay,
can't blow it.
roll an athletics check.
That wasn't really a roll, sorry about that. 16? Athletics, right?
Did you add your proficiency and your
It's an athletics thing, right?
yeah
Yeah, 16.
proficiency and strength?
16.
He rolled a
You have a plus 10,
natural
don't you?
17.
What?
He rolled a natural 17.
Oh,
So, he rips his arm out of your grasp and blows on the horn.
Good day. And I turn around and dash.
We gotta get through the wall now.
I touch the wall, casting pass wall from the staff using 7 charges. And
You two are gonna have to use stealth because now there are guards coming back the other direction.
Natural 18, so plus dexterity 23.
Let's see. That was 16. And I'm invisible.
That gives you what? Plus something to that?
It gives me advantage.
So, you're running off. 2 guards are chasing you. And guards keep coming out of side streets because there are so many patrols in this city
What, every...
that pretty quickly you're actually cut off and surrounded.
How many guards are we talking here?
Like 40. There are thousands of guards that patrol the city all
So,
times.
It was just a prank, bro!
So since I'm a local, but I know these streets well enough to actually possibly get away. I know people around the streets that actually like get into hiding spots and secret entrances, kind of thing.
Jump in a sewer grate.
That kind of thing, yeah.
You can certainly jump in a sewer grate if you want to, but that is the only way without being surrounded.
Let it be.
Huh.
I'm gonna jump into the sewer. Wait. Do I need to roll anything for this?
No, you just jump into the sewers.
Into the water of the sewers?
Yep. And you just hear what I'm saying. Guard the exits, don't let them out.
What'd you say, by the way?
Guard the exits, don't let them out.
Don't. Okay, yeah, sure.
That man is very entertaining.
Good thing we hired him.
I know.
Inside the courtyard, there are now guards on high alert.
Very
Outside,
distracting.
not inside.
No, inside.
Oh, damn.
There are guards inside the wall as well. There's roughly 100 guards around this palace at any given
I'm
time.
completely honest. When has my distraction plans ever worked, guys?
I have this spell, right? Yeah, I do. How many creatures is... Let's see, how long does this last? Oh, no. Wonderful. Is there any, guileless bar... is there any guard passing by that looks maybe a little bit newish?
None of them are passing by. They're all standing at the edges of the wall, at the walls of the castle, just on high alert. None of these guards look new.
Are they like looking out?
Yes,
And we
they're
just pass
pretty
through
much
the wall?
looking out. No, they're looking. They're standing at the wall of the castle, not the outer wall, but the actual building itself,
Yeah, let's not do this.
looking out.
Oh, come on, it's fun. You know it is.
Yeah, you can do it.
Here, just take my hand.
But
How
likely
far away
it
is the castle?
It's about 60 feet.
We're doing this again. Okay, I take it. I take your hand.
And we dimension door through the castle.
You're gonna have to roll me a check so you don't appear in a wall.
I mean, what kind of check do you want?
This is general intelligence.
Not a spell save?
No arcana?
This is intelligence.
No arcana?
Intelligence as to where the walls would be inside the castle.
Okay.
No, no!
Well, basically it just doesn't work and it goes, oh! That was wrong.
I believe you can still dimension door into a wall.
No, you can't use it to go into a wall. It just stops you and does damage.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it says anything about that.
Episodes currently because you take any spot within range, you arrive exactly at the spot desired. It can be a place you can see within, or one you can visualize, or you describe.
Yeah,
by
you and
stating
any traveling
directions
creature
such
each take
as-
4d6 force damage.
Yeah, so it'd go to like the hallway outside.
Oh, if it's already occupied.
No, and the spell fails to teleport you.
Yeah.
The spell fails entirely, and you just take force damage.
But if it's within, it should have just land there, right?
Nope, you don't land there. You just take force damage and the spell fails.
If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or creature, you and any creature traveling with you each take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you.
I blame you.
So you just all of a sudden feel this magical force hit you and nothing happens.
Well, that sucked.
Welcome to the world of warlocks.
As I
I mean,
travel
I would know
through the sewers.
where areas would. There has to be
But you
windows.
wouldn't know perfectly. There are actually no ground level windows in this castle.
It doesn't have to be ground level. It's 500 feet.
There are more or less arrow slits about 80 feet up.
It's plenty of range. I could see where that is and could just go a few feet past it.
Yeah.
The kind of thing I do.
Okay. So you teleport up into one of the rooms that's probably like the 5th floor. This is a pretty tall castle. And do either of you have dark vision?
I'm an elf.
I can see 120 in complete darkness.
Okay.
I have sight, double sight.
So you look around you for a second. You look around for a second, notice you're in a bedchamber of some sort.
What?
Does it look to be occupied?
It does not.
Nice. Does it look like it's been occupied recently? Is it like dust on anything or?
There's no dust. Looks pretty nice.
The bed's not ruffled or anything?
No, it is.
Is there anyone
It
in
is.
the bed?
Yep, there's no one in the bed.
Somebody was just in the bed a minute ago, so probably should get moving. If I was an evil cult worshipping bastard, where would I be? Basement.
Well,
Oh, is
5 floors up, dude.
Okay, we can go to the top floor first. Please. We'll start looking for a way up to the
Okay.
tallest floor.
There's probably about 2 floors above you. So you start to look, you look out the door into the hallway, and you just see, lights of guards carrying torches
I'm
in both directions.
invisible.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Just hide in the corner. I'll just watch them. Are they just constantly running back and forth?
Natural 20 for stealth.
Okay, you're just hiding in there?
I'm just hiding.
Okay.
Wait for a break in the river of guards.
Well, they're not so much circling, but you can see torchlight at both ends of the corridor.
Back in a minute.
I'm just stuck here.
If she looks in the closet, just cover her mouth real quick. Keep her there.
Tempting.
Unless you want to just follow me. But
That's not a smart idea. I'll stay there.
I'm gonna go look for a
Should I
way
get
up
naked
top.
and get in the bed? So when the person gets back,
You'd be stripping out of your armor.
oh, that's fair.
I'll look for the way up a couple floors and look for a secret room or something.
Okay. You don't see any way up in this particular corridor.
So go out. So
Okay.
kind of avoid guards.
As you look around the corner, you notice there's a pair of guards just stationed there.
Dude,
Just
you can just walk right in front of him. He's invisible.
Is the floor carpeted or is it stone?
the floor is stone.
Stone's actually not that hard to walk on them stealthily.
It's not that easy either.
It doesn't even have a rug on it?
If you know what you're doing, it's kind of easy. I mean, for me, it's easy, but I've been working with stealth for years.
Yeah.
So. Oh, she doesn't know I'm a ninja. Derek knows I'm a ninja.
I will quietly stealth past these guards.
Okay, roll stealth check. As this is not visual based, there would not be advantage for this.
Oop.
Invisibility only grants advantage on visual based stealth checks.
It would still be visual best because I'm walking past them.
Yes, but this particular stealth check is auditory.
Okay. Then I'll just roll once and take what's this. That is not level. But I'll use luck on that. Okay. So that was like... I think that was 15. Sheet, it's 15.
Okay, they don't seem to notice.
Staircases?
You do find a staircase that leads up another floor. Alright, you head up and it appears to be much of the same thing as the floor below. Just a corridor partitioned in rooms, guards at both ends.
Does this continue upwards and
Yes, this staircase continues upwards.
all the way to the top?
Okay, you head to the top floor. This one it appears to have more widely spaced doors, implying bigger rooms, but
Perfect for
it still
Halloween.
appears to be the same. There are more guards on this floor, and as you're walking up the stairs, you almost stumble into a pair of guards that are at the top, but you manage not to. You gotta keep away the ninjas, always.
So I have to see if this spell has a vocal component.
Always keep a pair of ninjas.
Always keep a pair of ninjas? If you say so.
Always.
Yes, it is all of the things. So I'm not using that one. Why would there be more guards on the top floor? There's evil cultish activities abound on the top floor.
Or that's where the royalty sleeps.
Evil cultish.
Keep asking the Fanta. As long as you say we're sponsored by it. Because we're not.
We're not. But we'd like to be.
Sponsored in general would be nice.
We need
true.
like 908, 907, 906 more subscribers. 10 times.
You want some?
I know what I'll do.
You want some?
Nothing good. So is there like a door close-ish?
There is one that is basically just up the stairs and about 20 feet to the left.
Is there more guards between me and that door, or is it just the two?
There are a pair of guards standing outside that door as well.
No. Let's see.
There is another room about 60 feet to the right. It also has a pair of guards standing outside it.
Why are there so many damn guards in this building? How many guards does one family need?
Because there are thousands and tens of thousands of guards in this city.
Derek purposely made it hard for us to do shit. I blame Derek.
From just like around the corner on top of the stairs, I'm going to like sprinkle my hands forward, and I'm going to cast Stinking Cloud at the top of the stairs, rolling away from me down the corridors. So they have to make a con save.
Well, who let out a fart?
Okay.
They have to make Constitution poison. If they fail, they cannot do anything except for retch and reel. If they don't need to breathe or immune to poison, they automatically succeed.
That was 2 natural 18s, a natural 17, and a natural 16. What is your spell save DC?
18.
They all succeed.
It smells really bad though.
Smells real bad. You should kind of look over.
I'm like around the corner. It's just like. And there's like a cloud of stinking gas coming out the top of the staircase.
Yeah. Few of them look around strangely, put their hands on their swords.
Then I pop out from the ceiling.
If you managed to scale like a nearly 100-foot tall castle, that would be impressive in and of itself.
Would you like to roll for it?
He climbs out the
The real problem is doing it without getting seen.
As I said, he climbs up from out the toilet.
Alright, toilets.
Actually, that's actually a very good point. How to work in this kind of system, I would be able to fit through certain rooms.
Maybe.
Because they would be kind of Roman style.
Yeah.
So I would be able to pull that off.
You're in the sewers.
If you can scale up
Stink like
vertical
Like
shafts
stinking cloud.
worse.
without the ability to do it Emperor's New Groove style.
Yes, true. I wouldn't have that ability. I would have a sword, though.
You're going to stab a sword into solid stone.
It's a magic sword.
Yes.
Good luck with that.
Like Wolverine incline.
Slashing damage is not particularly effective against stone.
Wolverine's claws are adamantium, so he can do that because it cuts stone like butter.
And that's also piercing damage. That's
Yeah.
not slashing. Slashing is the most useless against inanimate objects.
So what
Except
if I were
birds.
to just put my body like this and just like beat up? If you know what I mean. Step back to back.
Could certainly try, but it would be incredibly difficult.
DC of 20, gotcha.
I'll go back down to him, I guess. I don't.
Okay.
There's a lot of guards on the top floor.
Screwed. Were we supposed to check the basement?
Yeah, they're next. Well, I'm not gonna leave here. We're going down 5 floors without you.
Oh no, go down with him.
How?
Stealthily.
You literally had to walk in between 2 guards to get to the stairs.
Yeah, okay, I'll just stay here. This is a great mission, guys.
Let's split the party, everyone.
Let's see. Let me look over down this floor. I make us disappear with this.
Let's break into a castle. In a town with tens of thousands of guards.
This wasn't my plan.
What could
My plan
possibly
was
go
to to a
wrong?
Brothel.
Could I use hallucinatory terrain to make us not appear? Like, to duplicate the hallways and just...
I would say no. So it's outside of the bounds of the spell.
Let's see, what's the range of this? 300 feet. Okay, I'm gonna make the top 2 floors that I passed by. I'm gonna use hallucinatory terrain, and it's gonna look like a literal hellscape up there.
Alright.
Like, demons pouring into the walls and all kind of crazy shit. Blood dripping down from the ceiling.
My hallucinations are that bad.
You know, full 12 yards.
I could believe that, actually.
As the starts howling with wind and these
So all of a sudden,
Faces.
everything just turns into fire and wind and demons.
top 2 levels of the building.
Okay.
Now we wait. I wait for the screams.
There are no screams.
What? I'd be screaming. Oh.
I just rolled.
What they roll?
They rolled very, very well.
All of them?
He's not gonna roll for every single one.
We roll lucky.
I believe Lucky has a range or line of sight. Does it
I
not?
don't think so. I can
Okay,
look it up.
so one of the guards has to reroll.
I can look up Lucky. Well, we rolled. It's a roll, right?
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but that would be an individual.
I didn't
for every
roll
single person.
one roll for all the guards.
What? You rolled them separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, time. Silence.
Reference Berserker already. So yeah. You can have one of them reroll. These are like the most stalwart of the guards you're trying to trick here.
I mean, even if they disbelieve the illusion, they could still see it.
Yeah.
Not even reacting whatsoever to this.
These are the most stalwart of the guards, and all of a sudden, everything just turned to that. They don't believe
With
it.
your screams,
No screams.
there's no screams, no reaction. Wow, the people in this place. I swear.
If you were back over there, you'd probably get a much bigger reaction from turning something into a demonscape. Here, not so much. People understand the bounds of magic here, but they just choose not to use it quite so much.
Alright, now you just have to look really crazy demonish. Can you do that?
I'm an elf. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, Trish, something blood or something, I don't know.
Your
Look,
blood?
look at-
Okay.
Sure, whatever. I'll cut my arm and just start smearing it on him.
I'm gonna walk out drenched in blood. What?
Wait, where are you getting the blood from?
His arm!
You just slashed your
I
arm?
slashed his arm!
Yeah. Just smear us with blood. I have a ring of regeneration on.
So, roll for damage.
Ring of Regeneration does take quite a while to use.
10 minutes.
Yeah. At that point,
I'll
a good
soon-
portion of the blood would be dried.
That's fine, it's still covered in blood.
Yeah.
Now, I can't stop thinking about one time when Christian said this, and just a bunch of wafers come out.
What?
I don't remember that. There have been too much stuff that has happened
we were
in these
referencing like
campaigns.
blood sacrifice or something, and he says, I slit my arm and something, and then just a bunch of wafers come out, because we were talking about strawberry wafers once. We got dark fast.
Alright.
Now just act like a lost, wailing soul in a demon abyss, and we should be fine. Now, how good's he acting? Right. Okay, let's go. And I'll start acting. I'll help him do like wailing noises and stuff so he can. I've tried to make him look like a lost soul in damnation.
Okay. So,
Walking through a hellscape.
you can roll a deception check with
An
advantage
18.
from the aiding, but I'm gonna say you get disadvantage on a stealth check because you're making lots of noise.
Okay.
And your girlfriend is super cool, by the way.
I know, right?
I mean, one reference that I get.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. 17.
Even with
She's
disadvantage?
fucking awesome.
I got 14 and then 15.
You're cool to meet her, though. When this thing blows over.
So how good is your deception?
While the coronavirus is gone.
Mostly gone.
Oh boy.
My perception is plus...
No, deception.
Deception.
Oh. -1.
You have advantage on the roll.
9.
9.
As you're walking past, one of them looks dead at you. I recognize you.
How do they recognize me?
You showed up earlier.
You were literally in the palace a few hours
Out
ago!
of the 35 guards in the room, out of the 1,000 guards, this one was in the room.
You walked past them.
It's like, he reaches out and puts a hand on her shoulder. What are you doing up here?
My friend got hurt. I was looking for help.
And how'd you get up here?
I don't know why my way out of this one. I was invited in. I was having a special evening.
Ninja way out of this one.
I've been standing here for the last few hours.
Yeah, I've been doing it for the last few hours.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage. He doesn't believe you at all.
18. I rolled really well.
Unfortunately, he rolled better. He just, like, gives you a blank stare.
That was the best I could come up with. Oh, my brain cells must be so fucked.
Right. You do realize all those rooms are unoccupied right now?
I didn't even know that shit. We'll just see ourselves out.
So, again though, why are you covered in blood?
Like I said, my friend got hurt.
And how'd your friend get up here?
Oh, that's a good question. Should I say it was a three-way, guys? Are you invisible? Shit!
Would you like to introduce me into this picture by any chance? And see how that goes.
So bad. Keep going. Keep going. Okay,
Is there only one guard? Or was it?
There's two of them standing right there, and there's two further down the hallway who have now taken notice of this.
oh shit. She was back in one of those rooms.
As I said, those rooms are unoccupied.
I know, that's why we went to them.
There have been constant shifts of guards standing here and over there. How'd you get in there? You can't climb through the window. It's too narrow.
It's into some weird shit.
Did you say never left during the council meeting?
I don't know, man. Say whatever. This is hilarious.
I'm so fucked. We came in here during the daytime and now it's nighttime.
You have been personally volunteered as bait.
I know! I hate being bait.
Weren't you escorted out of the palace after the meeting? Yes, political meeting. I don't know what to call it.
Were we?
Yes.
Shit. We had to come back in because my friend lost something and we got a little excited.
And why didn't any of you guys report this?
Okay, fine. I'll tell it to you straight. My friend's a freaking wizard, and we snuck in here
Why?
because we wanted to do it somewhere secret.
Roll another deception check.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
4!
He rolled worse this time, but not that bad.
It was mostly true, though. He is a wizard.
It was mostly
We
true,
did sneak in.
but you can still tell you're full of crap.
Yeah, I know.
I really doubt You went into one of these side rooms to have intercourse. And that still doesn't explain the blood.
I'm so tempted to say period.
How tall are these hallways?
They're only like 10 feet tall. Actually, they're like 8 feet tall.
Look how long this is.
Hey, Derek, would you say that all the, I guess let's say shafts that go up, are they slippery? Would you think?
Unfortunately, there are grates in the way. That's your real problem.
I think I could break those.
You can certainly try to break steel grates.
I would love to certainly
ready
try
for the
breaking those.
Okay, roll strength check.
Elevated down.
Wait, what?
Natural. No, I'm kidding. Strength check.
Enlarge and reduce, shrink me.
17.
This is so hard.
17. You're trying to break this steel grate, but it is well built.
I can actually cast that.
Like-
Do it.
I reckon people didn't want people breaking into the castle through the sewers.
Can I try one more time if that's alright with
Yep.
you? I'm gonna use my long sword if I can.
Okay.
Okay, that was a natural 20 if you want to look.
Unfortunately, slashing damage is not very good against steel.
14 slashing damage.
It's a steel sword against a steel grate. That's not gonna.
It's
work.
not going to do
It's a
anything.
magical steel sword.
Even a natural 20 ain't going to help you there.
No,
I thought it was
damage.
You can't slash through steel.
So a total of 21 slashing damage would not do anything.
No,
Put a nick in it.
not to solid steel. Yeah, you'd put a nick in it, but
This is a magic sword.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to try to move, and when they do, I'll cast Pass Wall directly underneath us so that we go whoop and through the floor.
hey, they haven't really moved other than for him to put a hand on your shoulder.
I'm gonna back up or try to.
Okay, you take a step back. She keeps looking at you.
I'm really confused.
I didn't make up that good of a story. She's possible. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'll be honest, one of them rolled a natural 20 to see through the initial deception check.
Dang. And I rolled really good for that too. I
Yeah.
rolled -1 and disadvantage.
I'll turn invisible and's like, he's kind of right about the last part, and then we just fall through the floor.
So, as the floor opens up beneath you and you fall through, the guard just shouts, "Intruders in the palace!"
And poop!
I'm just listening.
We're Gary, do you have, how many more times you use pass wall?
Well, he's a warlock.
So, no more.
So, like, no more?
Or from the staff.
Ah, I was from the staff, okay. So,
26. Two more. Well, 3 more. Well, I missed
so what would you like to do now that you're only 4 floors above the ground? And you can hear shouts start to echo through the palace.
So, banging in the spare bedroom. We're running towards the staircase or something, I don't know.
What else did you want me to come up with? My goal for the night was brothel!
See,
Is there like a doorway? Is there like a
So it is
doorway
important to
the
know.
staircase?
that the guards are stationed at the same spot on each level. So when you fell right in front of 2 guards.
Reduce! And we're just running as small people.
So you just shrink. These guards, hearing the calls from above, pull out their swords and start chasing.
Looking behind, I will make the floor beneath them disappear. Using with another pass wall.
Okay, so they fall down. onto the floor below.
Alright, is there like a room to the side or something?
There is one room to the side, but there are now guards coming from the other direction. There are a lot of guards in the palace.
Is there only 2 guards?
At the moment, yes.
Do
My last
not
spell
use
slot.
Eldritch Blast, please. Don't be him.
Using my last spell slot, I banish them.
Is that a charisma save?
No, there's no save you can do that.
For banishment?
Banish.
I think it is a charisma
It's
save.
No,
wisdom.
there's a save
I
for
thought it was
banishment.
wisdom.
It's either wisdom or charisma.
I think it's charisma.
Vanish.
I'm pretty sure it's charisma. Yeah, charisma saving throw.
Banishment.
18 and 20.
What the hell?
That's a natural 17, natural 19. They have a base +1.
This is so stupid! I have to make every single save.
I'm rolling real well. So yeah, the second they feel you cast a spell on them, they pull out their swords and just start sprinting.
Then I'll go.
You're my friend. And shouldn't do a look at the one on the right and cast Dominate Monster.
They actually are not a monster.
Dominate Monster does every creature. Dominate persons, only humanoids.
So he fails.
I'm gonna
Stop him! And he'll just run past them. So he'll
They-
take his
they-
action to just grapple his friend.
The problem is
It's a creature.
his friend is strong as well, so we'll see. He rolled a 16, his friend rolled natural 20.
Which one is his friend who was I'm
His-
trying to stop?
Yeah.
I want you to reroll that because with lucky.
Okay.
How many times can you do that in a day?
3. This is my second one.
Okay, so he gets grappled.
Just keep running! The last 1 hour!
And he just says, "Mages in the palace!" And he pulls out a horn and blows it.
This is always fun.
We're on floor 4. How the fuck are we getting out of here?
Room and down 1.
You were on 5.
Yeah.
Now we on 5 and now we're 4.
Yeah.
Keep going
Let's
through the
see.
floors.
Can we dimension door out of here? Do you still have that?
Nah, that was one of my spells.
Doesn't have any more spell slots.
I'm running out of non-lethal options. Okay. So. God, well, really? That's okay. We'll come back tomorrow. I grab him and cast plane shift.
To what plane?
What are you specifically doing?
What plane should we go to?
Valhalla.
I'll go to Valhalla.
It's better than some of the other ones.
Isn't Valhalla the plane of eternal warfare?
No,
Yes.
it's the plane of eternal hunt.
Really?
I'm not in D&D. In D&D, it's the plane of eternal warfare.
Eternal Warfare, that's what he stated way back when. I remember this.
I guess we can visit the city of Brass. It's
We can
lovely
go to
stay.
limbo.
The city of brass.
Nothing can hit us in limbo. It'll just be fucked up as.
Except for the things that can actually control limbo.
Oh shit.
There are lots of those.
I'm
Such
sure
as the
this is-
Githzerai.
The Githzerai are not what you mean.
Hmm?
The Githzerai are the nice ones, right? They're the ones who are in limbo. It's the Yankee that are the
Yeah.
assholes in.
Yeah, I'm saying the Githzerai are people in limbo that can control limbo.
Let's go.
There's no victory here.
I know. Feywild.
Alright, we'll go visit the Feywild, I guess.
It's one of the
Noted.
It's one of the lesser dangerous planes.
The Feywild?
Out of all of them,
Only a fool would call the Feywild less dangerous.
Less dangerous than hell.
It's hilarious that they have.
Even like
Plane
Mount
shift.
Celestia is an option.
Oh, really?
Well, it's too late now.
Oh, fine.
They have plane shifts.
Actually,
but
it
not
occurs to me.
teleport.
There are only 3 planes in this world.
What planes?
The Feywild, the Material Plane, and the Shadowfell.
Farewell.
Those are your
Feywild.
options.
I forgot. Shouldn't have fell.
I forgot there are only 3 planes.
Visiting the Fae again.
So, you shift to the Feywild. No particular place in the Feywild, just the Feywild.
Okay. I only have to sleep 4 hours.
And I
Cover me while I sleep,
believe...
and then you can sleep the rest of the time.
Do you have to roll to make sure plane shift goes through, or is that just the amulet?
That's the amulet.
I think that might just be the amulet.
Also, let's take a short rest because then you get all your spell slots back.
Yeah. So it just occurred to me that the microphone is only pointing at me.
Oh, there was compared.
Okay, then I'll just leave it.
You have some very interesting friends.
So, you warp to the Feywild,
They didn't have teleport on the staff.
a place of the unknown.
And we're taking an hour-long rest. This could kill us.
Lost in time.
I mean, last time we visited, it was only like, what, 10 minutes or something?
Ruled by Falar.
We're left.
Fine.
For now,
Place of the strange. The mystical.
at least there's no displacer piece here.
Yep.
You feel your forms go cold, and then you find yourselves in the eternal twilight that is the Feywild. Color-changing grass lies before you.
Hello.
Trees seem to sway in an invisible breeze.
You guys looks up at you.
Hello.
And in the distance you can see a tower just rising infinitely into the sky.
That looks like a fun place.
We only need to be here for an hour. What are you planning?
Visiting that, obviously. How could we come here and not go there? Here, we'll rest for a little bit, but then we go. Then we're checking that out. I'm just saying, it is beautiful.
Derek, if I die, I blame everything on Zach.
So, what do I get to do for an hour? Is the question.
Try to not get caught by the guards.
He's gonna actually solve the problem, and we're just kind of.
If you get caught inside the palace, then they'll think it's you who was there the whole time.
So, are you actually heading towards the tower?
We'll do a short rest to get back slots.
Okay, you do a short rest to recover what you can. Apart from the sanity that you've lost.
There wasn't much of that left anyway.
Well, now there's less.
It was funny.
When you arrived, you had an hour. Now it's less.
So, no fun for me?
Depends on what you're doing. What are you doing in the sewers?
I'm just gonna look for possibly when my contacts can get out safely.
You're looking for contact in the sewers?
Yes.
Noted.
I sent you my background.
I know you did. People don't usually live in the sewers.
Yes.
Unless we're in Oblivion.
To be fair, I didn't know I could cast plane shift until I figured out I could cast plane shift. And it's like, oh my goodness.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna be looking for.
I was thinking of any way else to get out.
Is it possible to make my way underneath the temple?
It is possible?
But would you know your way to navigate the city while underneath the city?
You'd have to roll an intelligence check.
I'm totally cool with this. 11.
11? You think you know which way it is.
I will take my way.
'Kay.
I have nothing
Even
better
if
to
he
do.
was wrong, wouldn't he still think he knows which way it is?
Yeah. That's why I said that. So as you make your way through the sewers, you two head out towards this endless spire in the Feywild. It doesn't take you as long as you thought to reach it.
Nice place.
Do I have to go in?
Yes.
And the tower itself
Home.
has pillars on the four corners of like gold and platinum and mithril swirling around each other, going up this tower. The tower itself is made of white and black and gold marble, just marbled together.
Reminds me of your palace. A little more tacky.
And it just goes endlessly into the sky.
Ladies first.
Sure, there you go.
I was talking about you.
Fine, I'll go first. I am the front line.
So, you step into this tower,
And instantly we're charmed.
and inside, at the very bottom, there's almost a little foyer and just a staircase that you can just see going up.
How far does the staircase go up?
Is there any,
You
like,
cannot see the end.
Oh.
is there any like bell or anything to ring, like the little
There is
desk
not.
bells?
Paperwork.
And you just hear, "What brings you to Merteverka? Merteverka."
I'm not answering this time. You're coming up with a fucking excuse.
Well, see, we were having fun at a palace, and then they got a little upset at our antics. So we thought we'd just nip away real quick, and then we found ourselves here.
And what brings you to my spire?
Because it looks cool?
It looked amazing from the distance, and we simply had to see what it is.
I don't know if you like kiss
Simply
asses.
beautiful.
And you see, you didn't notice before, but you see a figure standing against one of the walls. Just kind of steps forward slightly.
Figure is in what?
Kind of slight ashen gray skin that is marbled with almost a navy blue. Eyes of two different colors. One is white, one is black. And clothes to match of gold and red. She kind of looks out. This is not a place most mortals visit.
That is a shame, for sure, as it looks to be a lovely place.
It is an interesting place.
Say that again.
Ulivar was generous when he gave it to me. You can roll a religion check if you'd like.
Is it religion wisdom?
Religion's intelligence.
I got a critical fail.
It makes it really bad for paladins.
It's so true. And clerics.
And clerics.
Who usually have used with intelligence as a dump stat, and they're just like so stupid about religion.
Religion is only given to those who are not religious.
It's hilarious. And then
So what'd you
this-
roll, Andrew?
A 1.
You know nothing about a religion.
I don't know
You have gone
nothing about-
out of your way to avoid it.
Probably.
What'd you roll?
I rolled. Okay. That is a 12, it looks like.
Neither of you know who Ulivar is.
Probably some high god or something.
Seems like a very generous person.
He is. Although I had to wait for quite a long time to be given my gift.
I mean, from the size of it, I'm sure it took ages to build.
No, just a moment.
Oh. So what is it?
This is where I often project myself.
I don't do that in game.
I do not dwell here, but I enjoy this place. So I send my mind here instead.
Sheogorath, we're fucked.
If it was Sheogorath, you'd already be strangled by your intestines
Yeah, you're
for walking in without permission.
Could I get permission?
I bet
to
Ori would have
steps
played
in?
jump rope with them.
You probably would do both.
Yeah, probably. The question is which order.
So how do you feel about demons?
Demons are not of my realm. Those are of the realm of Durafan.
I feel you.
Though he is my brother.
You,
As is everyone. The two least religious people ever.
show up and just have a casual talk with the guy. So,
So how's the weather?
The weather is as I wish. Right now it is nice. But perhaps it shall rain later.
Bit of a respectful note. How long are we doing this?
I don't know.
We started really late. I have no idea.
Alright.
I don't even know where we're going.
Well, I don't know where you guys are going anymore.
We've already
You
derailed
just
it.
teleported to the Feywild.
I think we left a friend behind.
That's a loose term.
Yeah, it is listed.
I don't think we're friends anymore.
Just ditch me, sure, thanks.
I mean,
At least you're getting paid.
Yeah, per hour while you're gone until you end the contract.
speaking of which, he's a very expensive friend.
So as long as I stay out of jail. By the moment I get into jail, you pay it off. Or you don't pay it off.
Sorry for dropping in unexpectedly. It was just happenstance that we ended up here of places. Just random jumping, you know.
Yes.
Simon Duval can be volatile. My name's Xavier. Nice to meet you.
There is something different about you.
Human blood or stolen body or accidental contract. There's a few things.
Did you say that?
A little bit.
That is not who you are.
Some of them are. Parts of it anyway.
Well,
This is so weird.
perhaps there will be a time when I will speak with you again.
Don't
I
know.
don't know. Thunder?
I felt the need to make a random sound.
God of Thunder.
Well, are you ready to banish yourself?
Fine.
Just looks amused at that sentence.
So, I'll wrap my arms around him. Like, sadly, we must be taking our leave now to, we have some unfinished business.
Alright.
It's been a great pleasure talking to you. Until next time, and I'll banish us back to the material plane.
Doesn't banishment only last so long?
Yeah, but
If you're not from the plane that you're on, you just get banished back to your original plane.
And if you finish the channeling without returning, you stay.
Yeah.
That's why it's good for interdimensional travel. Because it's a free ticket home.
So you get banished back. Get banished back to where?
The tavern?
I don't know, we're linked together, so... Where do we end up?
The tavern?
I was aiming generally for, like, the area where we left, but not, like, exactly the castle, but, like, the city.
Yeah.
The tavern?
So, you reappear, and you would find yourselves just outside the city walls. You notice, in your absence, a light rain has begun to fall. So, Ammon. You eventually found your way out of the sewers, and have not yet been caught.
I think they gave up on him and went to the intruders in the castle.
Your employers have not appeared for quite some time.
Sorry for one thing,
12 years later.
and is hired for another.
There is always time warp. Whether or not it's less time or more time.
There's a rule for it in the book somewhere.
Yeah, I
Can
don't
we
have the
time warp
DMG
and
on
kill
me.
ourselves? Please?
I don't think you actually gain age from Feywild Time Warp.
No. We experience whatever time we experience.
For that, you'd have to walk up to a Sphinx and slap it.
Uh-huh.
Because they can force you to age.
And ghosts.
Ghosts can do that too, yeah.
They can scare you to be old. They show you a picture of your 80-year-old self and you go, and then you get that old.
You become a picture, and then you
you're
become
elf,
the
and then
picture.
it's like, oh, this is just me.
Yeah. You actually look younger.
Yes.
You're still a child in the picture. Yeah.
What happened to...
It's been a few days, and you haven't heard
I think
anything?
we put it over there somewhere.
I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. So, I'm assuming things have died down a little bit.
It's been like 2 or 3 days. Actually, no. You're not sure exactly why, but all the guards still appear to be on a very high alert.
On the outside or on the inside of the castle, from what I could tell
Both.
from distance. Okay.
There are more guards in the city than there were before, either pulled in from a nearby garrison, or basically working overtime.
Methinks they don't like
I'm gonna
witches.
look around. Is there any guard by themselves?
Not a single guard is by themselves.
Oh, crap.
They're traveling in packs of 3 and 4.
Because I did get one.
I'm just going to put my hood over my head and just
Actually, that's probably more conspicuous wearing a hood.
I'm gonna put my hood over my head
It's raining.
and I'm just gonna walk down the alleyway. Any guards are more or less coming my way a little bit. I'm just gonna give a slight nod and just keep making
Yeah.
my way by.
There is one set of guards that pass you. They just look over you a bit, like sizing you up, and then they just keep walking.
Alright.
What it is sizing.
Going to dip into possibly any nearest taverns I can, more or less, if I can.
There's a tavern not too far. You managed to slip into it.
We
Walk
just
up
not
straight
need
to the
return
barkeep
to the city
and
ever
put down a
again.
gold coin.
Oh, my
And I get
goodness.
a few drinks just to water myself down with.
Of course. That you can get quite a few unless you want nicer ones.
Let's keep it to quite a few. I don't need to get too drunk right now.
Alright. You would notice there
Which would
is
get more drink? A whole bunch, like
there are a pair of
30
guards
really
standing
terrible
in the
drinks?
tavern,
Or
just
one really
keeping an
good
eye out.
Alright.
Oh, you saying they're drunk?
They're in.
Yeah.
Are like how far of a distance, out of curiosity, from the
They
bar
have to be
stand?
pretty weak.
They're off more in the corner,
Like common.
so they're
Mrs. Absent.
20, 30 feet.
Pretty much.
Keeping a bit more of a hush
Absolutely.
voice. So, what exactly is going on over at the current, I guess, city, more or less?
You haven't heard?
I've been too busy traveling.
She kind of looks over at the guards. Apparently they found someone killed up at the castle.
Oh,
someone killed.
They say the ambassadors were the ones who did it.
Our
You guys really screwed up. You guys really screwed up.
Nobody died.
Not that you were aware of.
There's no one I killed.
No one ever said you killed anyone.
As we continue on,
What the fuck?
and I believe I came in contact with these ambassadors. I would not put it past them at all.
Oh my god.
Said probably stay away from them.
Oh, I best will. Although if they ever show their faces
You guys
again,
to go into the castle. This was pre-planned.
they owe me a bit of coin. So, if you ever give me a sights, and you see me again, let me know.
All
I'll
right.
make it worth your while.
Well, definitely.
Can I just blame him and turn him in?
Community?
Friend.
Yeah, go back to that. Do you know what possible kingdom they were from?
They were from the north, apparently.
Nice.
Elven sorts.
Not Elvish.
They had like 1 second to look at you.
Before I disappeared through the floor and didn't do
Yeah,
nothing.
you just appeared and fell through the floor.
Not the kind of sort you should be trusting around here too much.
Yeah. Apparently they came to make peace, you know.
Just make sure this guy's human, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just talking to an elf. He just... No. There aren't a lot of elves in this area.
Well, I guess I'm not the case. Let's make it a bit more of an expensive drink. Sorry if I paused it a bit too late on that. Let's go with that.
No, it's fine. Need two more expensive drink.
Thank you.
Very kind of you.
Do you know of any place around here that could be looking for any kind of work besides, hunting down these so-called ambassadors that have got us quite a lot of trouble?
Besides hunting them down, there's always like work to do at lumberyards and things, quarries, if you're looking for more manual labor.
I guess that's true. Well,
We
put me towards the nearest quarry, I guess.
It is my specialty.
The nearest quarry is a few hours south of the city, not too far.
Alright. Well, it would be nice to figure out how to get some work, honestly.
Can understand that.
Well, thank you for your time, and I'm just gonna finish the drink, put it down, leave another gold piece behind me, and just walk out the door.
Alright.
Literally having no idea what to do. I guess I would just go to a quarry, because I find that more fun than rather doing a
Can I
lumberyard.
just go and explain the situation to the king and be like, dude, I'm completely sorry.
What king? The sovereign?
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
We'll just send him a letter.
No, I'm gonna go do it.
Your hand.
If I get killed, I get killed. It's a one shot. I don't care. But I don't want our kingdoms to go to war.
Well, at this point...
I'll follow him invisibly, still grumbling. Stupid.
Indeed, indeed. Okay. So you head up towards the palace.
Yep.
A few guards on the way end up seeing you, recognizing you from the description, and going to intercept you.
Do I see them along my way by any chance?
I just go to my knees, hands behind
Probably.
my back, and just surrender. Take me to the Sovereign. I need to clear this up.
Alright. So, they basically put you in manacles and start heading towards the palace. They send a few guards on ahead.
Probably take my rapier too.
Yeah, probably. After a while, you get to the palace and are brought into the same chamber as before. And quite a lot of the people who were there previously are there.
I'm just standing outside the door so I don't become visible.
You would notice that 3 of the Lord Generals are missing.
Were they all the ones executed? What?
Why would the Lord Generals be executed?
No, I mean like killed in the
Oh.
night.
And the Sovereign has bags under her eyes. She just looks out at you and doesn't say anything.
About demons and they didn't listen.
Okay.
Telling them about body stealing demons and they didn't listen.
Where do I start? Okay. First off, I didn't kill anyone. Am I still covered in blood?
Yeah.
I'm covered in blood. I didn't kill anyone.
It was raining, so it would have washed off. I assume we
It's
took time
stained.
I assume we took time while we had that hour to clean up.
You didn't mention it?
God.
Would you like to be very persuasive with a very disadvantage?
I need like 10 natural 20s right now, guys.
We assumed that he'd do something to be more persuasive before he walked into town covered in blood.
Apparently, he walked in town covered in blood.
I surrendered when the guards came and found me. We were in the castle last night. Me and my friend from earlier, the demon-looking one.
Don't say that.
And what were you doing in the castle?
The demons.
We were looking for rumors on the demons. She thought it would be a good idea to cut herself and cover us in blood to try to get out. I'm telling the truth. I'm not going to fuck it over this time.
That is probably the one thing that that the party has done that has been worse.
I saved myself with that one. I remembered. Jonathan didn't.
There was the one time that the party walked into a tavern carrying a tied-up little girl.
What the fuck?
A little bit of context. We found a girl more or less that was tied up and being more or less brutally assaulted by a man in an alley. We go
Then
over.
why didn't you untie her?
We
Yeah,
didn't
that
mention
was-
it, but we did
that
think
was-
it. So we bring her into the tavern, thinking, oh, no, she's tied. She's she's been untied and everything. We walk in. Everyone in the bar stands up and draws their weapons. we had to recap that. It's like, oh, sorry, we thought we untied her.
Like, seriously, he would have cleaned up some of the blood at least.
Some of the blood is
Stained
cleaned up,
blood is hard to clean.
but
Okay, fine.
yeah.
I mean, do you have prestidigitation?
No.
Stained blood is hard to
Have
clean.
you ever tried to get blood out of silk? Doesn't come out.
And they don't have hydrogen peroxide back then.
And it's red silk now.
Brown. Blood stains are brown.
It's true. They oxidize.
So...
So, I basically explained what happened last night to the T. Like, leaving out nothing. And then I say, you can personally question everyone in our ambassadorship, but you have a problem on your hands, someone was killed. And
Yes.
I'm pretty damn sure it wasn't us.
Who were killed? Yeah, no, it wasn't.
You were the only people spotted in the castle.
Okay, use Zone of Truth on me. I'm not gonna say... I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying.
There are no clerics or paladins in this room, and you're in a magic-free zone.
I know. But...
Wow.
So can I just recon the little fact that I saw them? You can go, like, follow them as
Yeah.
far as I can. Okay.
You stop by the gods. They owe me money. Alright, yeah, go on.
Would that be allowed is the real question.
They owe me hundreds of gold. It's like, okay.
How much gold do they owe you? About 400 gold pieces.
Yeah, you'd probably be allowed to follow and like wait outside until the. I would say meeting, but it's more of a hearing is over.
You're invisible, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Crazy day, huh?
Okay, so...
Yeah. Sure. Whatever.
What do I do?
There are
Imaginary
two
thing.
guards standing outside this door.
What do I do to prove to you that it wasn't me or us? If I have to stay here and work it off, I will. But I don't want our kingdoms to go to war over some little misunderstanding.
And before it's said
A little misunderstanding.
Well, you see, those that are dead are the ones who wanted war.
And that was me? I could kill that many people and get away with it.
Apparently.
Well,
Do you
it's
think
already
the
been proven that there were mages involved.
One mage.
One mage is still strong. Can still be undetectable.
I
It's not my
can't kill
specialty.
that many people with a castle crawling with guards. And frankly, why would I?
Well, clearly you managed to get all the way up to a high floor in the castle.
Yeah, Dimension Door.
Yes.
And you think my friend who's a warlock can use that many spells?
Oh, Jesus. Tell everybody that.
Tell them that there are warlocks.
So now you admit that your friend has a pact with some sort of being.
It wasn't by his choice. It really wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not gonna lie here. I'm telling the full truth. I
No, that's why it's so funny.
I tried lying last time. You saw how that happened.
You can roll a persuasion check.
$18.
It's hard to tell whether she believes you or not. Do you have anyone who can confirm this story?
The warlock in question.
You're also a suspect.
It's still someone who can confirm it. Bring her in here. She'll say the exact same thing I just said. And you heard the whole thing, so you can.
It has been 3 days since then.
We were in the Feywild.
There is plenty of time to make a story.
Wait, it's been 3 days? I'll say that from, like, outside the corridor.
One of the guards turns and pulls a sword.
I'll put that away.
Do you push the sword down?
Yeah, I'll just, like, push it down and then I'll uncloak. Really? 3 days?
Yes,
Last...
3 days.
Man. Last time we spent, like, half a year and it was only a couple weeks. I hate randomness. Although he's telling the truth, we didn't even damage any furniture. There shouldn't have been anybody dead, honestly. We were just investigating possible booms of demons.
Go send that in the room.
Anti-magic zone. What in there?
If nothing else, at least a few of the guards got pretty injured.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
do anything to harm the guards.
Except one grappling the other one?
Oh, if one man cannot grapple another...
Thrown
without
10
hurting-
feet onto stone.
the same drop and it didn't hurt us.
Yeah. You're also not wearing heavy armor.
They're wearing armor, they should be even more protected.
Not against bludgeoning.
They not have padding?
Most armor has very little padding.
Were any seriously or permanently harmed?
Hard to tell.
If they are, I have a magical device which will heal them over the next couple of weeks to perfect health. And I will be willing to lend it for the cause. But no, who got killed?
All the generals. You heard it. All the
All
generals.
the generals who wanted war.
Yeah.
Well,
That's convenient timing.
the majority of the Lord Generals, which isn't good.
The majority?
Yes.
What were they killed with?
Which means now that most of the Lord Generals are dead, the Sovereign chooses what happens.
What? Okay.
What's the murder in?
What were they killed with?
Looked like simple dagger.
Can't have one of those in my person. But
My
it's an
dagger
elfin
isn't
make
simple.
dagger.
It's hard to tell from a wound.
Not really. Elvins are curved.
Not all of them.
Mine is.
But you've already admitted there's another person involved. They could have had a different dagger.
Do you even carry a dagger?
Yeah, it's my packed weapon.
Then there'd
I
be
mean-
magic around the wound if it was a pack weapon.
Residual magic is not a thing.
Was the wound ragged and unusually torn?
What are you carrying?
It's a ceremonial thing. It's meant to make bleed. Like, I'll summon my dagger. It's a vicious-looking ceremonial dagger.
Don't summon that when their cards are there.
It doesn't.
You're still pulling out a
I don't know how
weapon.
to use it. And
Are you actually summoning it?
I mean, can I summon an anti-magic zone?
You're standing right outside the anti-magic
Okay.
zone.
I mean, I'll show him the dagger. And this one's mine.
The wounds weren't clean.
This motherfucker. I told you it was the body snatcher. I warned you it was gonna be one of these. Do you know how long I've been hunting this guy? Do you know how long?
No.
19 years!
From outside, I'm looking at one of the guards.
You're standing pretty close to her, actually.
Oh,
She just suddenly appeared near you.
okay. Well, to be
Alright.
fair, unless I thought these people were sane.
Apparently you're wrong.
Apparently, that's a good thing. I just hope they have an insane
This is
amount
why
of
I should have
cash
gone
on
to
them.
the brothel. Now, I know next time not to go on some dangerous mission, I'll just go to a brothel.
I just imagine it, Prince. Next time we're just gonna go to the fuck house.
Fuck this over.
It's funny.
Do you have proof of your innocence?
Me?
Yes.
What proof do I need to give?
Do you have any diviners to be able to match blood? 'Cause
We
the-
do
the
not.
Or
blood-
even dogs?
Yeah, a dog scenting dog. If you look at the blood, get a dog to smell it, it'll come straight to me.
We do not have those beasts here.
How do you not have...
You don't even have a
There are
hunting
actually
hound?
very few dogs and hounds.
You don't
that
have any
exist.
hunting hound?
Most of them are very far to the south, with the Dragonborn. We do not.
Okay.
You're not even there. You're outside.
What else do you need me to do? You could do... I don't have any magic to test.
These guys are like backwater bumpkins with a massive army.
They've been here for like 3 generations.
Yeah, bumpkins. We could summon in one of your court mages, but I doubt they'd believe in what they said.
Um,
Does any of the neighboring places have mages that could help?
Neighboring places being neighboring kingdoms?
Yeah.
There aren't kingdoms that neighbor this one.
they basically took them all over.
And they didn't have any mages?
Nope.
Good God.
This side of the continent doesn't have a lot of magic.
Hmm.
I didn't expect you guys to infiltrate the palace, get caught, and then teleport away.
I wanted to go to the brothel, guys.
Derek, you need to expect the worst. Especially
And then there was a Zach.
Wednesday? Okay, let me...
What happened on what? Oh, yeah. Oh,
That was just like campaign derailing. This is you guys setting yourselves up as murderers.
Not intentionally.
It wasn't intentional, but it still happened.
What could they do to test? You could waterboard me.
Yes, because torturing a prince of a powerful kingdom is definitely a good idea.
It quite is, considering you can conquer that kingdom pretty quickly.
I doubt they could.
It would be a long, hard battle.
A lot of bloodshed on both sides.
Yarosel might have the upper hand, but
Okay.
then again, there's Hostios. Yeah, I don't know.
You have...
King.
You have a chapel over there that's hallowed. Does it have the hallowed ground be unable to lie upon it? Because some of them have that.
We're not sure. We don't know the exact nature of the blessing that was placed upon it.
I can make hallowed ground.
That sounds so hypocritical for your character.
That really does. That really sounds hypocritical.
I literally have the hallow spell. It's one of the spells given to me. It was one of the spells from...
Also, you're still outside the room.
I know, I'm not walking to the anti-magic zone. I'm not stupid.
Can I push you to magic it?
I'll dump people.
What can I do to prove myself?
It's tempting.
Could always just say something that pulls this straight into another one shot.
Yeah, that's basically what it's gonna be. It's 12, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't work tomorrow.
I did.
You have work tomorrow?
Yeah, 9.
What the hell are you doing up?
Who needs sleep? It's for the week.
I need sleep, or else I start to hallucinate. My psychosis gets bad.
But I like the pretty dragons.
Mine are like all demons and shit. It's not fun.
How about you find out who did it?
Okay?
That
sounds
was our
fair
original
enough.
plan.
In 2 months' time.
Okay, then we need examinations of the bodies. We need to at least have my weapons back. We're gonna need your help to figure out who did this. Because it's your kingdom.
Maybe we should talk to that old cleric dude. Maybe he can speak with dead.
That's a good idea.
Tell me, are the jaws missing?
Jaws?
Yeah, in order to keep an undead spear from talking, rip off the jaw and destroy it. That way they cannot talk.
That is fair. Is
There
that
are
true?
not.
Yeah. If the body's mutilated to the point where it can't talk, it speak with dead fails.
I'm gonna have to remember that.
So I'm gonna have to remember that because I play too many evil characters.
It's literally the in-game. There's even like a Dungeons and Dragons book where one of the investigators steals a jaw from another body and sews it on so that the body can talk. It's like seriously how it works.
You're giving me too many ideas. That's not good.
I will agree to this, but when within the city you must be guarded.
There. gonna have to continue this later, man.
So be it.
Whenever Gabby
I
and
did,
then
I
don't
did
show up, we'll
not
just play
expect it to go this way.
I have command. I could command you to tell the truth.
Yeah, but they wouldn't believe
They
you.
wouldn't
I
believe
know.
you. Also, you're in a dead magic zone.
Yeah,
Could he cast it from outside the dead magic zone?
No.
because it's targeting a creature inside the anti-magic area.
Spells cannot affect anything inside an anti-magic zone. Will be cast inside one.
Unless it's 9th level.
Yeah. Unless you can override it with a more powerful spell.
Yep.
Well,
I have like Soul Cage as a spell. It's like if I kill somebody, I can talk to them. As a reaction to seeing a creature die, I can steal the soul and imprison it for 8 hours.
yeah, it's not necessarily a good thing.
Like, I was running
Isn't that also really expensive for material components?
300 for a cage, but it's reusable.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
No, Hallow is 1,000 gold worth of incense
Yeah.
and crap.
Hollow's really
For
expensive
24
for what it
hours.
does.
And it was your idea to hollow all the freaking ground.
You could do like a circle, just a small circle, and then it would do. It could make it so that all extra dimensionals have to tell the truth, or all humans have to tell the truth, or something like that. All creatures have to tell the truth within a circle. It wouldn't be that hard.
I will let you guys know. Those generals were dying either way.
Yeah, and you got that. What was fucking hilarious.
You guys just so happened to be in the palace, noticed by the guards,
I blame
and
you.
then disappeared.
I just wanted to go have a good time.
I was investigating, and I was damn on the scent, you have to admit. Like, it has to be in the palace at this point. If there's nowhere else, it's gonna attack the palace. Man, this guy had a trippy ass night, you know. It's like, what's happening? The walls are made of blood.
Well, I'm not gonna look up any of those.
Okay, I'm just
Anyway,
Why would I look up anime?
What enemies?
Unless it's like Full Metal Alchemist.
Later, this will be mentioned.
You know who you can talk to about anime?
Oh, we're doing it right now.
Oh yeah.
They have been in chat for a while.
Oh yeah. She knows like all the anime.
Shit, I actually named a few. I'm actually surprised she knows of them.
So, she's a woman of culture, I see.
Yes.
She's fucking
Huzzah,
amazing.
man
guys.
of culture!
Dude, that's... To be
She's like perfect. Correction, she is perfect.
So I might have taken that in a weird direction.
Yeah!
Like, into the Feywild! Wait, why? Oh, I don't know what else to do. There's no teleport. I can't teleport.
I was like, oh, just have them find out the Lord General's died. Figure out this little puzzle, and then kill the demon. Nope! Get accused of murder! Of, like, the highest degree.
Look, no plan survives first contact with players.
That's like walking up and killing the vice president. Or actually, that's like being in the same, being like in the hallway outside the vice president's room,
As he's being murdered.
and then disappearing, and they walk in and find him dead.
And then you show up later completely covered in blood. I swear we didn't do it.
Yeah.
This is fucking hilarious. I did warn him there was demons.
Oh, episode 13 was bad.
Episode 13 of what?
Campaign 2. It's the one we speak of only by number.
We did some pretty messed up shit.
I gave so many warnings in that episode.
Warning 1.
I even,
Mistake
when I
one,
went through
actually.
and edited the video, I listed them all out as they were happening.
There are 5 mistakes.
All the mistakes.
Mistake 1. Went out at night.
I just think it's hilarious.
Rebecca
There were
got.
like 7 or 8 of
Rebecca
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that episode.
really bad.
I don't.
Why would you go out that late at night as a young girl in the first place?
You don't.
Wisdom was too low for a druid.
Gold fireball. 12 months now, lightning bolt, levitate, magic missile.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna have to have a follow-up one-shot at some point.
That was hilarious.
Apparently this is a two-shot now.
I don't care who.
Hey, if it's a 3 shots,
Well, eventually, I did this so it would become lore of the campaign. Lore of the campaign is now that currently that the prince of another empire murdered 3 Lord Generals.
That would be an
Assumed!
That'll lead to war.
That would be amazing. Are you kidding me?
which campaign are we talking about?
One that is still in the works.
That one, gotcha.
The next Critical 20 campaign.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And apparently there's a famous demon hunter who helped with him.
Yeah, helped him kill him. Admitted that there was a mage with him.
Okay, let's see.
Anyway, we should probably end the stream. So, we will see you all next time. When I don't even know what'll happen.
I don't either.
Probably.
Probably get accused for murdering him.
Probably.
And brothels.
So, we will see you all next time, and as always, Kalu Imvilar.